And we are live. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. That means you're a good person. Shout out to you. I learned this morning that when you are a genuine person and when you are a true person, right? No pretentious anything about you, that your presence make people who are not genuine and are not true very uncomfortable. So they can stay around you, but they can't stay around you for too long, which is pretty good because that means that you don't really have to worry about attracting who is not genuine. And you'll find them out along the way. We just got to pay attention, right? Now, I know also that there are some people who say you're not genuine, but yeah, take this when me I said just now as I'm talking about you, you're genuine. You're probably one of those people who don't have no introspection, can't look within yourself and say, you may I talk about. But anyway, we're gonna go forward with this morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning. We have 2 hours flat. This is going to be a lot squeezed into 2 hours. All right, we have 2 hours to do it. So we pick up where we left off yesterday. Yesterday, when I ended the live, I said, usually I start off with some big up in the morning and them thing there, but we're cut short this morning. So Nisha, big up yourself. Lil Red Gucci, big up yourself. Crystal G, thank you for being here. Penals, thank you for being here. Scroll to the top of the chat. S Diva was the first one in the building this morning. Big up yourself, S Diva. Norma Jean is here. Audrey always say morning from and present teacher. And then she always reminds us to hit the thumbs up button as you enter the live. Please, right? Roddy's daughter was also doing that for us this morning. To Irie, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Tony Mango. Thank you for being here. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in. PG Upments, big up yourself. Roddy's daughter again, Miss Goldie Robinson. Appreciate you greatly. All right. If I didn't call your name, you already know how it goes. We can't spend all morning bigging up everybody, but I big up a few and we move forward. So remember when I said that as a parent, I'm finding out now that your worries get increased as your children get older. Because you have children, and you think, by the time them reach certain age, they'll be grown and I won't have to worry about them anymore. And I'm finding out now that they're grown, you have to worry about them now more than ever for the simple fact that they can now go places without your permission. They can now be gone in the mist and you don't know where they are and they don't owe you an explanation as to where they're going when they're coming back kind of thing, right? Because now they're somewhat grown. All right. Now, yesterday, when I ended the live and I said my son was in a car accident and he's at the hospital, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Thank God he's all right. But look at these vehicles. So I didn't load the pictures in. So I have to show you off my phone. But look. And then from a side view, see, it was pretty bad. Right? He was in the hospital. He's texting me from the hospital. I'm like, okay, if he's texting, he's good. And then there's another one. While he was texting me, while I was here talking to you, I was trying to remain calm and end the live calmly and get out of here. I didn't want to be like, oh, damn, my son had and shut the live down and run off. Because there are people out there who are genuinely concerned as well. I never want anybody to panic. And then here is the side view of this one. Here we go. So it was pretty bad. The one you saw before that was the car that hit him. And then that's his car. Right? As you can see, his car got hit. On that side, it got hit pretty badly. So he was basically texting me while I was here talking to y'all, telling me I'm in the hospital, had a car accident. my neck hurt, my back hurt, and my wrist hurt. Because he said his hand was on the shifter for the gear when the car hit him. And even it hit so hard that the shifter for the gear popped off with him hand and flew up and broke the indicator at the side of the steering wheel. If you're going left, you turn it. If you're going right, you turn it. Gear stick broke off lick the indicator something. The indicator something break off. The bag exploded, hit him in his face, all that kind of stuff. So it whooped him back. So his neck hurting, his back hurting, his wrist hurting, all this other stuff, but he's okay. Listen, we didn't used to listen to our parents all the way, and I don't expect my children to listen to me all the way. I think it is something that has to do with being a teenager and feeling like you are gaining this new level of independence, right? So I'm going to get through my thing. I talk to my audience about it. Give me a little 10 minutes there. Then we get into the topics we got to get into. Check this out. So my thing is, they shouldn't go nowhere. They shouldn't go nowhere. But my sons are like growing up and they're like, man, I'm not getting any freedom. And honestly, living here in Florida, where we live in Florida is nice. It's nice. And where they live, it's like the kids there, everybody have cars and the beach is close by and they have all these things to do. And I don't want my children doing any of it. I don't want them doing any of it because I know what's out there. I'm trying to see these kids off to college in one piece. After you go off to college in one piece, just let's get to college in one piece, please. And that's what I told my son. I said, all I need you to do right now, man, is lock in and focus. You got big dreams for yourself, right? Make sure your SAT scores are up to par. That way you're not rejected from any college of your choice. Make sure that's all I need you to focus on. Focus on bills. Don't focus on bills, rather. I focus on bills. You just focus on building your SAT scores, building your grades, getting good grades, and performing up to par in school, being an outstanding athlete and an outstanding student. Those are your responsibilities. Every time I tell them, and them get me vexed. Sometimes I cross miserable and angry. Dad, can I go? I know you said don't ask you to go anywhere, but can I go hang out with my friends this weekend at the beach? They're going there Saturday. And I get so angry sometimes when I pardon my language. Them get one of them here. Don't bumbuckler ask me nothing. Don't ask me nothing. You disturb my spirit. I told you don't ask me to go anywhere because you're not going anywhere. And after I say that to them, I'm like, damn, why are you talking to the kids like that? Sometimes I regret having a heart. Cause just stick to the rules but now I know why those who raised us were that rigid. Sir, I've always seen this growing up. Party I keep, young people go to the party, shootout happen. The only person that gets shot is the person who is some student athlete that was number one pick for somewhere, heading off to university in the next 2 weeks or something, him dead. Nobody else done dead. You know what I mean? These kind of things. I'm just paranoid as hell. My son got a brand new vehicle, took the brand new vehicle for a weekend away out of town, So he's out of town and everybody is like, listen, all you have to do is text back when you wake up in the morning, text us when you're going in at night. Just let us know that you're okay. His mom has him on a tracker. Like the tracker is wherever his phone goes. So I told him, I said, don't leave that phone anywhere. The minute we cannot get in touch with you with that phone, I'm finding your location. And he said, okay, Dad, I understand. I'm going to keep my phone with me. So he kept the phone with him and he went off to a concert with a friend. And of course, I found out that the friend was a girl and they had an Airbnb rented. Because I was asking him, where are you going to stay? Who's paying for where you're staying? And these kind of things. Because I don't want to hear my son tell me about money I pay for Airbnb and I carry him go out of town and these things. So I had to get the whole details of the whole something, right? So girl, and she paid for the tickets and the Airbnb, and he pays for the ride, and they share and they go. So when I see the Airbnb, you know, and he must show me, I said, show me where you staying. He sent me pictures. I see one bed in there. I said, this a friend or this a girlfriend? Yeah, you know, it's complicated, whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh. All right, brother. Anyway, his mom knows the girl. His brothers know her. Everybody's to her. She's a good girl. I'm good to go. I say, all right, I'm gone. Whole weekend, the boy, day away. Him do good with the car. Out of town. He drove it out of town. Did good with the car. Went to a concert. The concert lasted 2 days. Some EDM concert. He did fine. Drive back home. Everything. On his way to turn in the freaking car, this kid lost focus. Lost focus. Because when I asked him, I said, who's at fault for this accident? He said, I am. I said, yeah, I knew it. I knew it was going to be you. I knew it was going to be you because at that age, you are friggin' impulsive. At this age, when you're a teenager, you are impulsive as hell. That part of your brain ain't developed yet. You know, when you see Kiara come, but you tell yourself, say, I could make it if I just hit the gas really hard. And I'm out. And you get a little bit older and you're like, you know what? I'm going to wait right here till all the cars go by. That's why they're like, yo, you drive like an old person. It's cool to drive like an old person. The goal is to arrive alive in one piece with a vehicle that still works and is not mashed up on the side of the road. But they don't get that when they're teenagers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me see how fast this car can really go. And let me hurry over here and whip it like this and turn the radio up real loud. And we live that life already. So we know. Picking them, nah, listen. Them, nah, listen. So the youth run, I guess he was explaining to me. I'm like, man, don't even bother explaining to me because it's not going to fix anything. What happened already. You know? So now we await the outcome. Long story short, it wasn't me. I told him too. I said, if it was up to me to get you that car, you wouldn't have got the car, the SUV. You would have never got it. You would have stayed home. His granny. I told you about my mom. Yeah, my mother. My mother like spoiled my children. Like, I'm wondering like where the hell was all that when I was growing up. She really spoiled these kids. Like, I'm asking him, you going out of town? All right, I'm thinking I got to send him money, right? I said, how much money you got? The boy got a half a band. I'm like, what? Where you get that from? Where you get so much money from? He was like, Grandma. They don't even tell me nothing. I said, hold up. Who's driving? He's like, I am. What vehicle are you driving? Because your car barely drive good. And I'm not trying to fix his car because I just want his car to go from his school to his house. I'm not even trying to fix his car. Yo, his car started doing this jerky thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's a part of being in high school and driving your car and driving your first car. I want the car mash up one truck when me give him up. Like he stripped the engine. I kept this truck for 16 years just for him and handed it to him on his 16th birthday. This boy take the truck, put it in our garage, stripped down the engine completely. First, he modified the truck, him jack up the truck like 30 inches high, put the truck real high, put it in big speaker, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, you're attracting attention to yourself that you don't even need. And you're making all these. I gave him a truck on 4 brand new tires. The man take off the 4 brand new tires, then put on some tire will fit the truck to go high. And then take the truck, put it in a garage, strip it down and couldn't put it back together. Couldn't put it back together because he didn't have the heavy equipment to put it back together and to do the work properly that he was trying to do. So when I called the mechanic shop and asked how much it costs to put that back together, it cost more than how much the truck was worth. So I was like, hey, I guess you don't have a truck no more. We called a junkyard. They came and got that truck. The man paid me $500 for the truck. I was so heated because this truck is good. This is a truck that I drove. I drive that truck. I go Texas and back to Florida. I get the man the truck in a good shape. And now him have this car, right? Him have a Honda. The Honda he driving passed down. The Honda he driving, I want it to be exactly that. You know, just enough to get him from where he needs to go. So I see it a jerk, and he's like, Dad, I'm looking for I'm looking online, I'm shopping for a new car. I'm like, shopping for a new car for who? He said, for me, one that's in your price range. I'm like, my youth, me not buying no new car. I love talking to my American kids or my American minded picking them in a clear patois. Like when them hear me talk patois, them know say it gets serious. Man, my youth, me not buying no new car. The little jitterbug car where I drive right now, go and drive that. It will motivate you to want to do something better with yourself. Otherwise, that you're gonna stop driving as an adult. You know what I mean? And adulthood is not far around the corner for you, so you better get up and motivate yourself and get somewhere so you can actually afford to buy yourself something nice. He's like, oh man, but it's not working good though. I said it's working good enough. In pocket for 2 days, right? I have a mother drop him at school and pick him up. So I stress out the mother. So I said to him, I said, oh, so now your car is like not drivable? He might try to trick me, talk about, no, it can't drive because, it shuts off when you hit the lights. And I said, okay, you can catch school bus. So I left him with it, right, for catch school bus. He must catch school bus for 1 day, and then next thing we know, the next day, where's Kosi? Oh, he left. He left where? What's he driving? He's driving his car. So I text him. I say, you fix your car. He was like, no, I found a way to make it drive safely. I said, oh, you found a way to make it drive safely. Go and drive it safely here. Him grandmother now, new car for this road trip. The man gone out of town with the car. For the first time, soon as him get it, see that the SUV mash up. Brand new SUV mash up, people them SUV. So now they over there trying to figure out what comes next. I think it should be okay financially because she's a woman where we put like a big insurance on it, one of the insurance them where if you wreck it, you walk away and you don't pay nothing. And I'm hoping that's what she did. And I'm pretty sure that's what she probably did. So we're just glad to say him all right, but me stress out. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful that he's not hurt because yesterday when I went to the hospital, I rushed over there. He wasn't even in a room yet. They had him moving around the hospital like, where you at now? He's like, I'm going to CT scan. They have me in a wheelchair. They're pushing me to CT scan. I said, okay, he's still texting. That means him still have him senses. He never get him senses, lick out time in the accident. And him finger them still at work. I'm a text back. I'm going to CT scan. By the time I get to the hospital, I'm like, where are you now? I'm coming up to see you. He's like, I don't have a room yet. Now I'm heading over to x-rays because they got to do an x-ray on my back or something like that. So I'm doing them in different areas. I said, you know what? I'm not even coming up there. The fact that you're able to talk to me, I said, are you able to stand up and walk and stuff? He said, yes. I said, okay, tell you what, when you get a room, if they decide to keep you, call me and I'll come back and come to your room. I'm actually downstairs. So as I was leaving, by the time I reach back at my yard, I'm just about to turn in my yard, I'm going to get, Dad, come pick us up. So, all right. I had to drive all the way back to the damn hospital, go pick them up. And I was glad to see him just walk out. You know what I'm saying? I was just glad, just happy to see him walk out. And then, of course, as a Jamaican, I go into my Jamaican parenting with my finger wagging. And didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell? I told you because I knew this. I knew this was going to happen. I said, man, you got so close to proving everybody wrong. You were right there. And reach back in the city which part we live in from all the way out of town. Where he went out of town is a couple of hundreds of miles away from here. And him go and him do good and all weekend and him reach back. I mash up the car when him reach back. I was like, yo, but I'm glad to see you all right though. Glad to see you all right. So everybody out there, man, raising children, my God. I all I can say is, and it's not a kid that gives trouble. It's just a kid that is super forward. It's a kid that thinks he breaks stuff down and put them back together. And, that kind of kid there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, brother.
Morning, family. What going?
I hear it in your voice. I know that voice of reason.
Yeah.
I'm glad saying all right. But I know you still shake up. Why?
Yeah, man.
I got through something like that. I almost lose my toe you that one time. So I said mash up.
Carry mash
My
up.
daughter mash up back, 2 foot broke, and 2 hand broke, ribs, nose.
What?
Yeah. And my little sister I walk right now. And my son mash up. I save my daughter, I try to save him, and put her hand over from the side and get mash up worse.
Wow.
But guess what? God is good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad saying all right.
And then
me hear that, right? Me hearing your voice, same way you know it all right.
Yeah.
But you still shake up.
Yes, bro.
That's something I'm gonna stay with you for a while, brother.
I know, my paro.
God is good.
No, my paro even more.
I know. God good, brother. I'm glad to they all right. Well, love and respect.
Manners and respect, bro.
Manners.
Yeah, now I'm paro even more because now he's getting ready to go away for school. And the two universities that he's choosing, either one, he already got an offer to get into one and play football for one. Remember when me drive the other day, I don't even remember what the name of where I went is. It's so damn far. Past Pennsylvania, gone way up a woy. He got an offer for them to go play football for them and go to their university way up there. So. And then gorgeous university too, huge campus. You know, I really want these kids to go maximize their potential and live and enjoy every opportunity and stuff. But they're so in a hurry to experience life and to be out there that I'm paranoid. And now we're gonna have to let him go far, and it snows up there. And I've lived in places that snow. And now we have to go trust him to go drive in a place where snow. You ever slide upon black ice yet driving? You know what I mean? So now I got to think about all these things. Like, do I really want him to go like up there to school? He's going to be driving. He never drive upon ice before. When we went up there the other day and they had to do the football workout for the coaches up there, it started snowing the morning off. And they were like little 6-year-olds, him and him brother. Oh my God, Dad, it's snowing. I was in a hotel like a couple miles away, and them I sent picture early in the morning. Look, Dad, look, it's snowing. I've lived in snow before. They never did. So if you go see them go drive in the snow now and all these things, extra worries for me. So yeah, the whole talk about your children growing up and you thinking your worries are gonna be less. Shout out to every good parent out there. Your worries are not going to be less. Your worries are going to multiply. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, sir. How you doing?
My day, my brother Walton.
I'm there, man. Man, laugh when you say you talk to your kids, man. I say, my youth, me not buy you nothing.
Me not buy you nothing.
But you remember me did reach out to you, say I'm proud of you when you said you decided to drive the kids all the way to Michigan.
Michigan, that's where we went, to Michigan. Thank you, Jerome. Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes it's best you put all you have aside and be there with them. It's best to protect them and bring them safe than something happening and now your whole world turned in a turmoil.
Jerome, you know what, though? So when we went to, because I was going to get them a rental car to go on the trip, right? And it's him and him brother, but him and him brother, I see him age. So, and I mean, man, God works wonders because they both got an offer for the same university. And them two Pickney have been together their whole life. And I always thought, man, it would be something beautiful for them to both end up at the same university because they both play football and they both got offered at the same university. So that was good. But right when the trip was about to happen, we went to the place to pick up the cars and his mom is standing outside crying. And I'm like, why are you crying? And you're embarrassing us. You in front of all these people. Somebody's going to think somebody did something to you. And she was like, no, I'm just crying because I don't want him to go by himself. I don't want them to go by themselves. And this is a moment for me. Them mother like real stick on to them, you know? So I said, you know what? I went inside and I told the guy, I said, cancel this reservation, please. He was like, I could do that for you, but do you have a reason why? I'm just asking. I said, because these kids don't even know how to cross the street by themselves. Because that's how sheltered my kids are. My kids don't, my people them don't even know if to properly cross the rotted street. If you put them at a 4-way intersection, no, seriously, if you put them at a 4-way intersection, right? And they have to press wait for walk sign and everything, Them we just press and wait for the walk something and just walk out into the road. Like them see the walk something and it mean walk. They don't like look. And I'm still saying, hey, you can't just go even when you see go. Because people run the light when they're texting and driving, or you still got to be cautious and look right, look left, and keep looking right. Hurry up and get it. It's still a basic teach them, you know? So for them to drive that far by themselves, I said, you know what? This is a moment, Jerome, like what you just said. Put everything aside and take those kids. That's a long trip. Brother, me say, when time me drive the rotted trip is when me see how long this trip was. And we had to go through like the heart of Atlanta. If you ever been in Atlanta traffic, shout out to the people who live in Atlanta. If you ever been in Atlanta traffic, I've been in Houston traffic before out in Texas. That thing is crazy. And to see like, damn, this is how when I picked them would I actually have to do if they did this trip by themselves. I say, God, I'm glad to come with them. And I ended up driving majority of the way too. Cause how this man I drop asleep fast. Both of them slept almost the whole way there. And my son, the big one where I crashed the vehicle, him drive like a lot of way back. But he was still sleepy. And I said, y'all would have never made it. Y'all would have never made it. Because they sleep a lot. Traffic. And them sleep a lot. Them sleep a lot.
And some kids, they're never used to such traffic to bumper to bumper. So they'll be in the car and just doze off.
Bro, Atlanta traffic is like you enter on the left and you got to exit in 10 seconds on the right and you got to cross like, it looked like 100 miles across, 8 lanes of traffic or something for catch your exit over there. So, and then the traffic will be bumper to bumper 1 minute and the next minute it's moving like 80 miles per hour with the car. They must have fly. So I don't know. I'm glad I went though. But yeah, it was all the way to Michigan and drove all the way back to Florida and get them there, you know, take them up there to go meet with the coaches and stuff. So I'm glad I did, because I may not think them would have be safe if I hadn't gone with them. But I had to go to see it.
But you can tell them when they're crossing the road, they should look up and down.
You can tell them all kind of thing, bro. When them reach out there, they're going to do exactly the opposite or what them want to do, which is not safe. You know?
Hey, you know, you said something earlier. And I do it all the time. Even when my light has been on green for the longest and I'm passing an intersection, sometimes my panic button go off and I'm looking left and right. Yeah, because recently, this weekend, 2 nights ago, I'm driving, it's after hours, 2 a.m., and I'm driving in the Coconut Creek area, and you only see a car just drive out straight out at the intersection on me.
Yeah.
And I had to switch over in the third lane to avoid, and the car still coming to, like the person was purposely want to write me off. And that person got to either be drunk or something to break the red light, come on the intersection.
Man, my bragging rights is I've been driving since I was 14. And I told my son yesterday, I said, you know, I've been driving since I was 14. I'm damn near half a century old, and I'd never had an accident before. And you have to learn to actually drive defensively. Like, even if somebody is going to run into your back, a lot of the times in packed traffic, you can't escape because you were following somebody else too closely. So sometimes you look up in your rearview mirror, you see somebody coming too fast. You don't have no room to move because you already jam yourself in there. So I drive with a kind of vision like I'm preparing for anything to happen. Mad space in front of me. I make sure I don't align side by side with any car. If a car pull up next to me side by side, I'll move up a little bit. That way, if somebody is going to run into my back, I could cut through one way or the other. Like, I'm always planning an escape. You know what I mean? Accidents happen. Sometimes you can't avoid it. You know, sometimes trouble find you when you never look for no trouble. But at the same time, he hasn't mastered defensive driving or intuition even. His mind is not developed enough to think that further ahead. Him just young and impulsive. And that's what's going to play out in all their actions, young and impulsive.
So well, Americans don't avoid accident, because I remember when I just came to America, my cousin go tell me, say, yo, what you idiot that drive out? A quick $10,000 that fee, you know, since and I passenger seat and the like. Before the accident even happened, I calculate what go get. And then he didn't hit the brakes, and it was snowing, and him still skate and still lick him out. So enough time when them say accident, the first thing come to mind is a quick sue this, a nice money this. Instead of they try to avoid the accident or swing away.
True, Jerome. True. Some people brace themselves for you lick them. And take the lick to and get them money. Because all you're thinking is a lot of people be coming up off of vehicular insurance. And them kind of thing they have to watch out for too.
Yeah, man. But big up yourself, about I'm in the comment section listening.
All right, my brother. Manners and respect.
All right.
Yeah. So shout out. I'm gonna end that right there and get into our topics. Shout out to the good parents out there. Your job is never done, especially those who have children who live away from home or are getting ready to go away from home. Your worries just heighten. Your worries don't end. Your worries actually become more. Now that I'm looking at my big ones growing up, I'm looking at the small ones too. Like, damn, I'm gonna be worried for a long time to come, cause I just got another one. So my worries are just beginning, and I just worry after worry after worry after worry. What can you do? What can you do? It's life. It's a part of life and a part of your responsibilities, right? And you can't hold them down forever. You can't lock them in a room and keep them safe. We would if we could, but you can't. You have to let them go out there and experience life. They have to go out there and get their licks and their bumps and bruises. That's a part of living. You know what I'm saying? Me come up in an age where, I remember when bicycle pedal used to be iron. We used to have an iron bicycle pedal. We used to have the something them on it. I don't know who designed those old school bicycle pedals when we were growing up. Them pedal that up to now, some of us who ride bicycle back, I look at my two shin them. Up to now, some of us who used to ride bicycle back then supposed to have like scrape up shin. The iron pedal them with the sharp things. It look like some things where you put on your fence when you don't want teeth jump over your fence. That's what they used to make our bicycle pedals of. So nobody never used to come out and, oh my God, we need to cover the pedals because he's going to scrape his legs badly or nothing. Them used to send you, go on outside, go play, and just scrape up yourself and, drop on, mash up on everything. So I guess that's that time, man. I guess that's that time. Anyway, we're moving forward. Banches, big up yourself. Banches said, where else are Banches? Banches said, SouFLo have learned the Smith system. It's one of the course used for commercial driving training, and it's common sense, but people do realize how essential those things are. Yes. Onika said, John, the scars on your shin from the iron bicycle pedal them. Nobody ever stay away from them. Nowadays, they save the kids from those. Y'all remember how come on now, the park used to have, everything was made of metal in the park. Say at the park now, they have pads on the ground. So when you come down the slide, you land on rubber. A gravel used to do that when we were growing up, gravel, straight gravel. Sometimes you drop and chip up your knee full of gravel. Like the skin gone, and you strip it down to the white meat, and there is gravel stuck in your knee after skin moved. Like these kids are different, but them get pampered still, so they're not as rough as how we were growing up. Your bicycle pedals scratch your foot, your shin. It used to look like somebody scrape off a piece of your shin with all a sharp knife. It was some serious injuries that we used to take for fun. You know what I mean? But hey, at them times there, I guess we grew up thinking, and we talked about this yesterday too, right? How some of the man them so softy today because things changed. Back in the day, you had to watch the man them as a boy, and the girls would watch the woman them as a girl, and then of course even the girls used to be outside. From our generation, even the girls used to be outside. Now everybody inside pan cell phone and inside pan tablet and whatever. So them not grow up outside, so them kind of soft. Them kind of soft. Those was our battle scars. Yeah, a pavement used to dip on with playing ground field. I remember one dude went up talk about, look, I can dunk. I kid you not. Him jump up and him almost dunk, but he hung on to the rim. He hung on to the rim and his legs went up this way and he came down on his head and started seizing. This is in the park in Miami on 6th Avenue, not close to my building where I used to live in. We used to go through one next apartment building and go over one park that used to there right there, so. The brother up there, hard, tough concrete down there, so beer, gravel and everything, and we still trying to pay ball on it. And the man lick it ground and I seize up like this and twitching and foaming at the mouth and eyes rolling over and stuff. We run, gone and we had enough. We swear said him dead. Him dead. There wasn't nobody to buffer our hurt when we were growing up. Was nobody to buffer our hurt. Oak Grove Park branches, thank you. It is absolutely Oak Grove Park. Back in the day, that building that was next to Oak Grove Park, that building, you see the building that's next to Oak Grove Park branches? The building next to that is the building I used to live in. Back in the day when I was growing up, that the building next to Oak Grove Park, I don't know, when you go in the hallway coming like, I think I went to New York and went into a projects and saw something similar like that. But before that, I had never been to like Brooklyn, New York. Before that, I went to Brooklyn, New York like years after. So I had never seen nothing like that before. But that building there, yeah, we used to just cut through this and over to the park. Damn, Batches, you connected. You know exactly what I'm talking about too. Oak Grove Park. My son says his kids are brain dead because they're always on their phones. We never have phone. We only had, our means of communication was speaking to somebody. So we learned how to talk. It's another thing that we learned in our generation, right? Which is super valuable. You learned to stand on what you said. Of course, not everybody was perfect, but now that we're grown, we've used that as tools, right? Now, some used to stand on what I was saying back then, but as you were growing, because back in the day, you can't we never have text where we can text recklessly. You know, people text recklessly now. F you, ninja, and I'm going to do this to you. And see, we didn't have that back in the day. You're going to have to say that to somebody's face. And wasn't nobody saying that to nobody's face unless they were ready to get what came with that. So if you were a live wire, or if you always felt froggy and wanted to leap, then you are one of them people that would be brave enough to say that to somebody, because you're going to get punched in your mouth. New generation talk all kind of reckless way because ain't nobody punching them in their mouth, because they don't say stuff to people's face. They say it on videos and post the videos on social media. Wasn't nobody there to punch you in your face. If somebody was there to punch you in your face, you would have never said that. You would have never said half of the stuff you've been saying. We couldn't type it. We had to say it. You know? Where's that? Them can't even think for themselves. Google and Chat GPT tell them everything. That's what I was telling my kids too, Audrey. I say, yo, if I had half of the stuff that y'all had, the world would have thought I was a genius. Because we made it far without any of that. Spell check. Spell check. A dictionary, you had to learn words and learn the meaning of words and learn how to spell words. Remember when teacher used to tell you about write essay? And you write the essay, and then when your paper come back, a beer red mark, so red mark, that's so ticky, wrong bang. We used to call them ticky, wrong bang, red mark, red mark, red mark. No apostrophe here when it's supposed to be here, red mark. Why did you do a run-on sentence? This was one sentence, should have had a full stop right there. This sentence just ran into that one, red mark. Your paper come back, cross up, cross up. Not now. Now them run it through the computer, it's all good, perfectly written paper. Ask them in real life to spell this word. Ask them in real life to use this word in a sentence. They don't even know what it means and they can't do it. And I'm talking about high school going into college. They're like, hold on, hey Siri, what's this? We didn't have none of them things there. Yeah, Encyclopedia Britannica and our Webster Dictionary. You better learn that. And everything, of course, was going to take up your book. Mommy, I can't go over the park, go play with me, go take up your book. But go over park. Go over in one of your book them. You're in there, you hear two songs on the radio, you start sing them. I want to sex you up. What you in there sing? I hope you know your book like how you know them nasty lyrics there in other song there. Who you have a sex up? You know, You remember them song that I wanna sex you up, make me feel good. Them song that boy had a time though, had a time. Yeah, well, Lincoln Terrace. There was, I think, a Lincoln Terrace, a place that they named to. I had Lincoln Terrace in Brooklyn. OMG, talk about ghetto. No, my 11-year-old in Prospect Park. LOL, her dad took her rollerblading without knee pads and elbow pads, and I was upset. I used to live right there on Union between Bedford and Franklin. Prospect Park is like right up the road. Brooklyn Museum, I see it from my block. My block goes straight into Brooklyn Museum. That little chess park where they sit and play chess, that's the only thing that separates the view from right up at Brooklyn Museum. And then Prospect Park is right there. You know what, speaking of that, that's a part of my growing up, man, because I was really young too when I even went to New York. I was still a young adult trying to figure life out. And boy, I missed some stuff. That's when I realized if I have a son or a child, he's not being raised here. I remember going through, I try to stay fit them time there, you know, my Rasta mentality strong. I'm like, me used to drink ginseng, take ginseng shots all day, and eat raw cashew and raw peanut. Not toasted, nothing, just raw. So man, and I used to go for my long runs and play football, right? Track and field and soccer, my thing that. So man, stamina up and them thing that we are think about just health and wellness and stuff. So I'm in the park, I'm running off road, and I go by one bushy part I park one day, me hear, the park, in the Prospect Park, I don't know if it's the same, but it used to be like you running through a jungle. So my mind is like, I'm really off-road, I'm hard training, you know what I mean? I dip and dolly and go through me hear a bag of grunting. Why family one time me slow down and look, you see? I see one man bend over and the next man I pipe him, you know, hard to, you know, in Prospect Park in broad daylight. And I run like as fast as I could have ever run in my life. The whole time I take up speed, see? I'm try to run a next way the next day, way far from that side of the park. And I came across an area in the park that had, brace yourself for this, lots of used condoms and bloody tissues. Lots of used condoms. New York is a wild place. Lots of used condoms and bloody tissues. So this day when I see the used condom and the bloody tissue, the member said the day before me did see two man ride in a bush over there up on the next side. So me connect the used condom and bloody tissue, then I said somebody batty a blade dog. And that's how they get down. Anyway, I'm done my run and I'm on a totally different side of the park now. I sit down upon the grass, saying I do my stretches and I sit down upon the grass, I catch my breath and thing. One police officer come sit down next to me. Hear the police officer, what's up? I'm thinking I'm doing something wrong because this is a police officer. I said, what's up, officer? He was like, don't call me officer, it's all good, man. A black man too. He said, don't call me officer, it's all good, man. Now I'm wondering, why the fuck is a police officer sitting on the grass in uniform, right? This weird. The man start talking to me like me a gal and him a try pick up a girl. So I'm looking at this guy and he's talking about, oh, you know, I seen you out here running and stuff. You getting your fitness on and, you know what I mean? You got somebody you train with? I said, no, I don't have nobody I train with. I train by myself. You know, I just run. He was like, well, if I could come train with you, I could show you, you know, a couple of things and whatnot. I'm like, no, I'm good. Right when him said that, me start reading to him spirit. I catch the homosexual spirit. I was like, yeah. A man in my look, in a uniform, a man in my look. Yo, the man there, me forget what else him said. Because when him start the compliments about eyes and all these things, I do one turn that way, away from him, and say catch you later and skip out of the park. I was all the way up the block to my barbershop, went back and told everybody in there, I'm like, yo, one police officer just try fuck me in the park. Yo, listen, and everybody in there extra too, because it's all big up to Vernon is here. Vernon between Bedford and Franklin Ave. Barbershop's still there. Vernon's still there. Y'all could go check him out if y'all in Brooklyn. He probably still got a picture of me in the shop. That's my mentor. That man I learned a lot from him. That's why I'm telling people, say, I don't understand the Trini versus Jamaican thing, because most of my good brethren them has always been Trinidadians, right? But anyway, I run back straight to I'm telling everybody, I'm like, yo, a police officer just try to fuck me in the park. And they're like, what? We're in the park? I'm like, yes, and I'm on uniform, and them wear uniform, right, with shorts. So this man shorts look like some girl shorts in I'm uniform, and sit outside of me like a girl, and then start talk to me like I'm a girl. I'm clocking all of that. I'm clocking all of that. And I'm like, yo, that's why I'm scared for my kids. That's why I start telling my kids from early, because I know what's out there in the world. I don't want me picking them fall victim to any of them something. You know, intimidating it. You know, yeah, them time that way I said Brooklyn a ghetto. So you're like a ghetto youth now, and police pull up on you like this. Back in the day, they had frisk, stop and frisk. So immediately if police approach you them time that, and I was rebellious them time that, immediately them time they approach you like that, you thinking I did something wrong. Or you might come give me a citation for something. Or I'm under investigation for something. So I'm thinking like, police approach me, and what me do? Then the man start talk to me like me a girl, and he might try to pick me up. Boy, I run for my life, yeah, man. And I never went back to that same spot in the park again. Because I just feel like he would be somewhere around there. And then I said to myself, I probably him did in the bush over, over there. So when we did I run out here, and think about how many times he might have used that other spot where you saw the condoms and the bloody tissues at. Yo. But New York is a wild place, fam. Wild place. I decided my son is not growing there. Once that youth, the mother said, I'm pregnant, I say, yup, out of here. Because we not raise no picnic around here, so. It's exciting to live there. A lot of opportunities there. Money come fast there, but the money go just as fast there. So, and it's not even about you can make a lot of money in New York. You can't keep it. You can make it for sure, but you can't keep it. Downstairs, right outside of your door, if you do a cook sale, and you can cook food good, and you not even need a restaurant, if you just sell food from your house, you can make money. Because just on a block, if you think about a typical block, a block that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 brownstones. Each building has how many families in it? So you're talking about hundreds of people, easily over 1,000 persons on your block alone. That's commerce. That's commerce. The little dudes I know that from that area, man, before man go school a morning time, because they have Caribbean parents, but they're Trinidadians and Jamaican and Guyanese and all that. I look a picture of them, then did bad. They used to get up in the morning and go outside and make $400 or $500 before them even go school. Bag up them weed and go outside and yo, stand on the corner. What up, son? Yeah, I got that. I got that. You know that. You hit this right here. Yo, what up? Yeah, I got that. I got that. What you got? I got some chocolate. I got some this. I got some dro. I got some bam, bam, bam. I bet. Let me get a 20. Pop, pop, pop. And just make them money, you know. When I'm left the block early in the morning, man, I count $400 or $500 before school day even start. You can't keep that money though. And you risk your life for it too, because the police, them always about the place to harass you. Exciting to live there, but to raise a child there, that was one of my, nope, ain't gonna happen. Because I could see how my child would get caught up. Also, I know a lot of kids from there who was caught up, and their parents upstairs, I know said, downstairs, I know your son is a hellion. And him there with the hellions, them downstairs. So when you hear anything going around you, he is a part of it. But you know, we didn't come from that community where you go tell everybody, everybody business and them kind of something there. You kind of like sit back and saw what's going on. And the youth them used to respect you for that. So, because we wasn't much older than they were, but them used to look up to you and respect you, especially I was their barber. You know what I mean? Me cut little youth here already. How much for your haircut? Done, $10. Man, give me $20 tip on a $10 haircut. And you talk about a 14-year-old that's making hundreds of dollars a morning time before him even go to school, or he's a part of a booster crew. Anybody in here wear size 12? Bet. I roll up. Am I roll up enough to see when for teeth today? Anybody in here wear size 12? A couple of people put up them hand. Nah, I wear a 9. Homie over here, well, what you got? I wear a 7? All right, bet. Boom, I'll be back. So and then come back a couple hours later. New Timbs, new Timbs, new Jordans, new. Yo, I got that, son. I got that. This 175. If you give me 75, you got it. Take care and look on it. Still have price tag, everything on it. You're like, how the hell you got this? Don't worry about that. Just give me 75. It's 175 at the store. I just want 75. Don't beat me in the head. All right, bet. Boom. $75 just like that. New York wild. New York wild. I miss it. I miss living there, but not with kids. That's why I'm happy I'll be in Texas. Not with kids, though. But living there alone, that was something else. It's hard to live here, but we all can't leave the city to the bad apples. It says, you ain't leaving because it's fun to do. Like, up at the park, up at Prospect, that's all. Them used to have concerts in the summertime, right? So you see like all them big Jamaican artists that would come through and reggae artists and stuff. And you got running to go to the park like, yo, so I perform 4 o'clock today. What? Whole crowd, the whole block is moving in that direction. Remember, I know for one block alone, you have at least 1,000 persons on a block there. If you empty out all apartments, I'm talking picnic, everybody, adults, everybody. And then when you have the cookouts on the block, you know, just set up your grill and we out there with food and everybody and people. What I love about New York is, especially Brooklyn, is once people know you on your block, you good on your block. If you good on your block, you good on your block. Like nobody can come around and come do you nothing because everybody is going to see it and somebody is going to fight for you. I used to love that, about the camaraderie of belonging to an area and a block and all that. In Florida, you know, get them something there. You live next to your neighbor won't even say hi to you. You don't say hi to your neighbor either. Or them give one of them, hi, and them gone inside and you gone inside. You are cut grass, them are cut grass. Nobody know and talk to each other. Not in New York. In New York, as soon as you go out on your fire escape, yo, what up? What's good? I bet. Now, I say less. I'm wanting you heading downstairs already, early in the morning. You know, before you even go wrap up a liquor split, man downstairs already. Then you got that? Yeah, I got something for you, Dredd. I bet. Meet me in the hallway. I'm going to buzz you in. Bam. Already. You don't have that down here. It's definitely different living here. Living here, you got to be all antisocial. When you live in New York, you're not antisocial. You can't be antisocial. It must be rough for a person who is antisocial to live in that environment because New York people are pretty social people. Even the ones who are reserved, them still pretty, you know? Yeah, black community. The hair salon on the weekends, selling and shopping cart with clothes and shoes and jewelry. You know the vibes. Exactly. That's what I love about that place. Where I was living at though, you used to see, it wasn't a question of who. It wasn't a question of if it was going to happen. It was mostly a question of who it was going to be this summer and when it was going to happen. Somebody I got dead. And a couple of people are going to prison. That was how it was. So every summer it was like, we used to talk among ourselves like, I wonder who I got dead this summer, boy. You know, me and my Trinidad, we was talking like, I just lying on the block, I watching, I trying to see what's going on. I wonder who got dead this summer. Boom. It kicks off right in front of you. But other than that, it was good. It was good. People look out for each other. They really look out for each other. No flow, not now. They're selfish nowadays. Well, it's changed, right? Missy, you live there? I'm talking about when I was there. I don't know if it's still the same way, but that's what I miss about there. When I was there, people looked out for you. And I'm telling you, nobody could do nothing to you once you reach your block. Matter of fact, right? Fun fact. All the girls that live in that area, the girl them used to tell was that I met a dude, but he from uptown, so I'm gonna jump on a train and go see him. And them boys would be like, so why you don't bring him around here so everybody can see him? She like, nah, hell no. Cause yo, the train station let you off right in the hood. As soon as they jump off that train station, vultures. You know how some used to be, them boys outside, they in groups, they working out. We used to have a boxing gym right down the street. Everybody know how to box. Everybody grow up slap boxing. You grow up hard. You grow up rough. So y'all gonna get box up. Y'all gonna learn for box up back, right? When the dudes used to come, they as soon as you step off that train, I watch it and I'm like, yep, he get impressed. He get impressed. Hey yo, son, what up? Who you? Who you coming to see? Oh, Keisha? Are you talking about Keisha on Bedford? Keisha in 125? We don't know you. And it could get violent real quick. Could get violent. I say, man, come check y'all around this off. Hightail it back down in the train station and up out of there. The dudes around there didn't play. They was like real protective, but they were real disrespectful too, because girls used to be walking through and they like, this summertime when, you know, water flowing, everybody got buckets of water and water balloons and stuff, and they doing workouts right there on the block, everybody getting brolic, no shirt on, whatever, you showing off. Girls, pum shots time now and nice short skirt and them thing that cause summer. Hey ma, what up? They trying to talk to the girls them don't want to talk to them because the girl from your area, she know the bum them, right? So she never normally want to talk. They getting dressed and leaving to go some other area. I don't know them, probably I go to Queens, go see some suburban dude or something like that. The boy them used to wet them up. Wet up her whole outfit, douche, bucket of water, right? Right before they get on the train. Yo, ma, what up? I'm saying, I can't highlight you, I can't get your number. All right, bet. What? Oh man. Anyway, they hated slap boxing with me. With them said, "Man, heavy. You're the finest." You used to get down with the slap boxing. I used to get down with the slap boxing too. You had to. Everybody did. Even the little ones did. You had to. So you learn to get hands. And that's where I know that most Jamaicans can't fight, because we don't grow up like that. Jamaican, them run for something for lick you down with, hey boy, and you see them start do like this, I look for 2 rocks, stone or a buckle or something, or them run gun for a knife, or if I'm a knife player, gun player, buckle or rock, stone, or not these, especially in Brooklyn. It's a lot of dudes in Brooklyn that's nice with their hands. You'll get touched up real fast. You get a bit bop real quick. You don't even know where it come from. Yeah, before you start talking reckless, your mouth bust, nose bust, I need surgery, real quick, real fast. Yeah, the girls be out there doing it too. They used to say any girl from that area is rough. I met people from other areas in New York used to be like, yeah, I'll never talk to a girl from that area, from Crown Heights. You like, you from Crown Heights? Or you from Bed-Stuy? You from Flatbush? Yep, I don't talk to girls from that area. Why, son? Cause, bruh, the girls from there is like the men them from there. They rough as hell. That's the perception, right? They rough as hell. I don't want no girl from over there. She gonna beat me. Yeah. And to this day, that's probably how they are. Cause I seen some of them. I look back now because I'm not, and I've been removed from that environment. And when I watch now videos and I hear them talk, and they kind of remind me of, like when I hear some Jamaican girl talk, you know, and now them a talk about like, yo, Chargy, you see me, my dog? And I'm like, I can't imagine like making love to a woman that's like, all right, that's some J, right? That's so, yeah, put up my leg little higher. All right, you know it, no, my dog. Yeah, right, that's so, yeah, that's so, right? I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna work. That's that's how I see them girls from that area. They not soft. They not soft, but it's their environment though. You know, them environment make them, they have to be hard to survive in their environment. One more thing I'm gonna say about that before I go on to one topic is you got buildings in Brooklyn that if the girl lives on the top floor, if she not strong in herself, she take a backers before she reach downstairs. Or she perform some fellatio before she reach downstairs or something. Cause the youth them super aggressive and we back her up in the hallway or all kind of something like that. No, you know, it's like an environment where them girls are really forced to be that way. Like, yo, back the fuck up and get the fuck off me, son. That's when you see them like that, is because of that's how they have to be to survive in their environment. She gotta gain her respect. Cause if she not earn her respect, you know, man will draw around the corner and show her banana for real. And the weak ones are the ones who are not like that. I don't even like using the word weak because it's really a predatory environment. And there's nothing funny about it still. It's just a predatory environment. She has to be able to survive out of that predatory environment. Because the youth them don't play. You know? Madness. Anyway, we're live Bronx. Growing up, hold up. Growing up in the 90s and the early 2000s was a vibe in New York. Ooh, trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. If we could capture that time frame in a bottle. Yeah. Eastern Parkway, right? The Caribbean Carnival. That's when the carnival then was something else. From Juve all the way up. Like, I don't think they could recapture that time. There's a time gone by, and when you were living through it, you never knew you were living through something so special. You really thought that all that was gonna last forever, and it wasn't. So for you lived in a bad part of the city, wow, says Lulu. Well, it wasn't bad to me. To me, it was exciting. It was bad things happened, but it was exciting. It was a lot of good people there, and it was exciting. You know, where I live, borderline of Bronx and Mount Vernon, is very quiet here now. A lot of different people are moving here. Lulu said, SouFlo, you lived in the bad part of the city. Them Puerto Rican boys would not leave me alone. I had to fight for my pums. Where did they? You were in the Bronx? Wait. You're the finest. You were in the Bronx? You must have been in the Bronx. All when you dressed like boy. Well, dressing like boy didn't mean nothing. Most of the girls back then dressed like boys at some point. Most of the girls back then used to wear like baggy clothes, and that never do nothing for nobody. Like, supposed to tell a man that you don't want, man. That never did nothing. You trying to get under that baggy clothes. Remember when they used to open the fire? Oh, man. When they used to open the fire hydrants, right? Yeah, and barbecue on the block, and the kids used to come out and play. Another thing I used to love is that they used to protect the kids. The kids were protected. Like, children on each block was protected by the residents on each block. You had people that really, like the elders them, some of them will come outside, but a lot of them will be in the building in the window, and they'll be in their window watching, and they'll watch whole day. Man, I used to kick off on a block one time, and I was about to commit murder in broad daylight, and the brother, never, I know him do it, you know, but him act like say him do it. He came to my job, somebody was busting out my car windows. So I'm flexing, right? I was doing my thing. So I tell them, say, if they break out my car windows today, I got money. I'll go get my car windows replaced today. And they obviously know say it costs money to replace it. I had a red Camaro, Chevy Camaro. So boom, them bust out one of my side window, I'm gonna get it fixed back and bring it back, park it right back on the block. The next day, then bust out the new window plus the next plus the next window. So I'm like, who the fuck is busting out my windows like this? Who me have beef with like this? Why this idiot come tell me about him just walk up in the barber shop when we did there and talk about you trying to find out who busting out your windows? I'm the one that's doing it. I said, oh, you are? Okay. I had a shotgun, right? The mouth did saw off a shotgun. I used to keep it in a duffel bag. So I put my hand in the duffel bag and tie it off, right? That's up on my hand. So I'm walking outside with the shotgun. And you will see the duffel bag, but the shotgun in the duffel bag, I'm tie it off, right? That's up on my hand. So I run up on him, and go up in a little vestibule. I run up in the vestibule with him, big up to Fats. Fats was like, Dread, don't do it. They used to call me Dread because I had long dreads. He was like, Dread, don't do it. Don't do it. You see the lady, he was like, I don't care if you blame him. Look, but you see the lady who's sitting in the window up there, so when you run up in here with him, I gotta tell the police everything. Y'all got prison, brother. Don't do it. I may have him in a corner and I can run up in a vestibule and stuck at somebody's door and couldn't go no further. And in a corner like this, and I'm telling you, I hunger God. I said, boy, I don't know. I just listened to facts in the moment, and I never did it. And it turns out it wasn't even him that was busting out my windows. I set up a camera. I parked the car in line with my there's a gas station. My building was the last building on the block there. So the gas station there right next to my building and the parking lot in a gas station parking lot. So I parked my car right there so I can see it from my fire escape. And I put a camera escape, train it to my car, right? Zoom in, record, and left it there. Why seeing this girl? One girl, she knows who she is, right? The story is about the girl who did a stab up the tree. One time me I come down the street and me see her, and then she end up in my living room. One day me come home from work and she said she a cry and I say, oh, she's in love and she have to tell my woman everything. Me see bust out the back window and the camera now boosh up. Oh, video. Yo, me broke and now I know she broke the first window, me replace it. The next day she go back and broke the window and replace plus the new window. She brought me new window plus the next window. I replace them the two. Then I park it back on the block this time. Nearly kill a man feet. Set a camera upon it. She bust out the two side window and my back window this time. So I ran around with and this time you know my money I get low. Because I wasn't making money like that. I was flexing like I was. So although I could afford to put the window back twice, right now, when I go at the man and him say how much to put in the whole back window, because you know your back window is attached to your sensor, like the defogging and all that other stuff. So them can't just slap in a window in there. They have to connect up everything so it works from your dashboard. If it's snowing outside, you can heat up the window and melt off snow or whatever. So when him tell me how much to replace the back window now plus the two side window, I was like, I'm now gonna look rich again and this blood clean. Now I find out say this girl I do it. I know me now get back no money for it because she don't have no money at the time. Right? Why? I learned the lesson. I don't know why that idiot boy come tell me though about is him bust out my window. Like I'm the one that busting out your window. Wow, what, you wanna do something about it? Like don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that. And right about then, life changed for me. I decided to I was young and wild at one time. So I was up out of there. SouFLo was moving like the youth from The Wire. Batches said, yo, Batches, yes. Because The Wire came out after that. And when I saw The Wire, when him did have the shotgun and the bag on him hand, I was like, yo, me didn't do that. No, me didn't do that. And God saved me here. We look back and laugh at some of the stupid things that we done. That's why I say to this day, I'm not too hard on young people. I just pray that they don't make mistake at the level where it costs them their life. So they don't get to learn from their mistakes. Because when I look back at some of the stupid stuff that I was doing or did, I'm like, man, God was carrying me through all of that. I'm glad to live long enough we can laugh and talk about it now. I'm not glorifying none of that stuff. And I'm not talking like it was a flex. I'm talking like you was dumb as hell and you were really out here doing stupidness. And you could have, like me could have really catch some serious timing up. For some of the risks that we were taking, could have really catch some serious time. Yeah, man, we used to jump on Greyhound and head south, pick up weight, jump back on Greyhound with a gal, end up back in New York, chop it up, break it down, bag it up, extra money. While did they act like we're innocent and all kind of something like we did all of it. One time I ended up on the Greyhound and the Greyhound got stopped in, I don't even remember where the Greyhound got stopped at, but random police just come on the Greyhound, hold up, driver can't move nowhere and just start search everybody. And they were searching everybody and they were looking through bags and they were looking through everything. This time I'm heavy. I'm heading back up. I may cross my finger, I may pray, I may say, yep. Now me I go find out what prison feel like a foreign. I'm gone. And they search everything and everywhere around my bag. The same duffel bag. My duffel bag had multiple purposes. Because the same duffel bag was full and didn't touch the bag. That was the last time I did that too. You know? But you live and you learn, man. And then you decide to say, hey, you got to change your life, bro, because you already seen what everybody else result is from the stupid things that you're doing. It's easy to get caught up in your environment. That's why I said I'm not raising my son in these kind of environments, because he's going to get caught up. Because if I was out there, start flexing in a certain kind of way, where I'm saying I don't want to go to prison, but the stuff you're doing is leading you to prison, you realize after a while, like, what you doing don't make no sense. You are going to where you don't want to go, kind of thing. So I had to make a drastic move and just up out of there. Changed my life after that. You know, my oldest son was a pain. Thank God he's grown and can laugh about it. Holy power, we did mix up, man. You know what's funny? What's funny is when I talk now, I see people leave comments on my stuff like, SouFlo, you grow up soft, you're not from the street, so you really don't know how this would have worked out. Just listen to somebody who is, so you can get a clear understanding. I'm like, maybe because we don't look like we're actual age. Maybe like them youth that think say, like you haven't been anywhere, like you got into the military straight out of mama's house when you were like buck 18, and that's your whole life right there, and you don't know nothing else, right? You came out of the military and you went to college and got a degree. You don't know nothing else. Like, them don't know about the stories before for them stories. Like, what you trying to do? What if I told you I did way more than that already? You would think I was making up stories. If I actually give you the details for some of them stories, you would have definitely think, nah, he's seen that in some movies. He ain't did nothing like that. But there's no need to brag about stuff like that. Some of the stories ain't even no reason to share any of it. It's just for your personal development, for no say, yo, you got guided through all that. Because some people weren't lucky. Some people are still doing time. Some people did time and came out. It changed their life and not for the better. You know, somehow you got guided through this. That's why I always tell people I think God got his hand on my life, because if it wasn't, then what was it? What was it? You know what I mean? If it wasn't, then what was it? Everybody in the band innocent, friend. All where you lived in North Miami was crucial. I'm telling you. Batches, when I be telling them about what North Miami was like in that time, like a brethren tell me, say, yo, SouFlo, man, things that me that go see you down here, you know. Not calling his name either, because it's somebody that is pretty famous and he's aligned with other people who are. But a Miami humorous. And he's like, yo, I think me that go see you down here, you know. But me realize, say, up the road, you're there. I'm like, yeah, I used to live in the middle of Miami. I don't no more. I live outside of Miami. I could get to Miami in a jiffy because I'm right outside, but I'm not living there no more. And he's like, yeah, it's real hot around here now. I'm looking at a gentrified Miami. Miami nice right now. Miami ain't never been nicer. That is whole. Even the hood looks suburban now. That ain't what it used to look like back in the day. Yo, back in the day, y'all sell pum pum right out in the middle of the road, brother. You on 183rd Street and 27th Avenue when the flea market was open, it's guns up and out in broad daylight. Listen, man, run out with a AK-47 and the next man with a M16. Them time the longmouth M16, not the M4, something them want to see now. And then something like broad day, wild. Carol City, Opalaka, wild. North Miami, wildness from in the school even, not just outside. You know, me I talk about big people wildness. Me I talk about juvenile badness. You know, big people are going with for them foolishness. Juvenile badness are going to. Now it's nice. So whoever is growing up in Miami now that say, "Oh, it's wild and it don't look nothing like what it used to look like before, and it don't sound nothing like what it used to sound like before. Nothing. When you did a party back in them time, there was typical to hear brah, ba 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 ba, brah ba ba. Yep. Everybody duck, belly crawl. Next day we find out who gets shot. I wasn't there, kind of thing, but you were there. You know, I wasn't there. We talk about it. We move on. Next party. Like, it was wild. It was wild. Brooklyn was wild. Miami was wild. And I experienced both of those. Shout out to my Mondo for making sure that even when I was living in that time period, that my actual place where I rested my head was never in the worst of the worst areas. Like growing up in Miami. I ended up in the projects because I wanted to go there. I wanted to see what it was like. Not because I had to live there. And I never lived there. So my mother always make sure that we lived somewhere nice. You know, gated community, swimming pool, them kind of sitting there. And she always kept a nice car, a newer model car. And I learned to drive from early. So people used to see me drive this newer model car. I always think, who the hell is this little kid? Like, he out here getting it. Because back in them time, little kids was out there getting it. That dope money, crack money was real. And they used to be out there pumping crack and getting mad money. So they used to drive nice cars as young kids coming up. So when them see me drive my mother car, them used to think I'm meeting at them something. But I wasn't. I wasn't into none of that. But it's innocent. I was trying to assimilate into American culture because I wasn't too far removed from a couple of years out of Jamaica, you know? And I was trying to assimilate into the culture here and stuff. But me never in none of that. Wild times, man. Wild freaking times. It calmed down a whole lot now. Matter of fact, some of the nicest Airbnbs that I have gotten, like the other day, but what we did go Miami for the other day, not the trip that you didn't come. Before that, remember the house that have all the games in it and stuff? What did we go there for? Just to go away? Just to go away. All right. I'm driving through this place and I'm like, I'm telling her, I'm like, you know, sir. Oh, and right around the corner from that, there's a dude who I can't forget their name else. I can't remember their name else. I'll give them a shout out. DJ Khaled, always get him a shout out. DJ Khaled always get his Jamaican food from them. It's a food truck, but them sit one place like a restaurant, and they serve good Jamaican food. And DJ Khaled is always over there. The Airbnb I'm talking about is like right around the corner from this. Because we went over there and got food too. And I'm driving through and I'm like, I can't understand here. This is weird. I'm telling wifey, I said, this is weird. Driving through here. Because back in the day, you couldn't even drive through here. Like, damn. Every house looked nice. The place looked pristine. So whoever talk about, oh, Miami is really bad right now, and you don't know when Miami was bad. You don't know when Miami was bad. You got the good Miami right now. Yeah. Shout out to my parents too, because they loved on me even when I was a hothead. Not true, Nance? Somebody there look out for you and save you. Bunches. Well, Bunches said had a cell phone and a beeper in high school and sometimes drive my bridge in them car. Yeah, me they have one green beeper. Had a green beeper. Carissa Smith, Carissa said, I thought that trip was for football. No, my last trip was for football. That house that got the well, the other one had a pool table too. But that last trip where the flamingos were on the wall and stuff, that was my last trip. And that was for football. The trip before that, because wifey never came on that last trip. The trip before that where she came was the one where my hair was braided up with the braids going down this way, sideways. And I was in the pool and I did a video where I was like, I'm just chilling and relaxing right now. You know, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, blah, blah, blah. And it had like the mini golf stuff in the backyard next to the pool. And then the whole heap of arcade games inside for the gaming area in the house. Yeah, that one. She wasn't there for that one. That was the one that's right around the corner from the dude where DJ Khaled go get his Jamaican food from all the time. Where that community right there, so you wouldn't dare venture into that community back in the day. You had to have known somebody, or you literally grew up where your grandmama house at. That's your grandmama house over here. All right, this is where you at. You couldn't go over there, sir. Beer madness. So changed now. Beautiful Airbnbs. Calm, nice area if you want to experience Miami culture or for what it has to offer today. You know, you drive past places that used to be on the first 48 a lot. They look completely different now. Miami is getting gentrified more and more too. And I honestly can't say it's for the worst. I can't. A lot of it is for the better. It's for the better because it's less debts, it's less destruction, and people's properties are going up crazy in value. Marie, big up yourself, Marie. Two-way Motorola. Oh, you were rolling then. You had two-way Motorola's, you were rolling then. I know you talk when you vlogged, I was like, that house is nice. The one with the game rooms and stuff, I got it on my list. I think I'm going to duck out for a minute and end up going back there. We have to do a repeat stay at that house. That one was nice. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What going?
I joined the live late.
Missy.
So, we did just want to ask, how's your son doing?
He's great, man. He's doing all right.
Okay.
Yeah, thank God.
I was a little concerned yesterday when you come off the live because you're saying that, accident or something.
Yeah. I put everybody on already. He's good.
Okay.
Yeah,
all
thanks
right,
for
then.
asking.
Later.
All right, my friend. All right, Mari, just wake up. They took away the Coliseum from Queens, broke my heart. Yeah, chirp, chirp. Hey, let me dive into one of these top topics. A man filed for a divorce after seeing his wife without makeup for the first time on their wedding night. This is actually a real story. I didn't have time to load actually, it's not that I didn't have time to load up the pictures and stuff. Is I don't want people to not sue me, but do a copyright infringement or call YouTube and start some kind of something. So I gotta like go back and edit them out of my video and everything. So I only use the picture on the icon of this video this morning. That way, if somebody says something to YouTube about violating their privacy or they don't want me using their personal picture, all it takes is for me to change the icon and we're on our way, instead of doing videos that are hours long and them take down the whole video, right? So it's a real story. This man files for divorce. He had been dating this woman for years, right? A couple of years they dated for courting and decided to finally get married. Fell in love with all these things. The problem is he had never seen her before without wig and without makeup. And now that he has seen her with the wig and the makeup, it was their wedding night. And him asks her, so after the wedding, you have to go consummate the marriage, right? So he's rubbing hands like how Birdman was rubbing his hands when licking his lips when he was looking at Lil Wayne, because, you're anticipating something phenomenal. Mama gonna get it. And you end up being like, damn, like, yo, you about to like square up, like this. What's this? What's this? He walked out. He walked out. She stripped all the way down. Take off, take off, take off, clean off. And he I think he entertained her for a while and took pictures with her, but I honestly think he took those pictures just so he could show the public. And he filed for a divorce right after. So here's my question. No, them never been together. All right. So Onika, we have something what we call puss in a bag, right? And I was laughing because I said, me no say him are not Jamaican, because the first thing one Jamaican is gonna tell you is, me not buy no puss in a bag. Puss in a bag meaning you're gonna go invest in something that you don't even know what it is. So I want to see you without makeup. I want to see you without the wig. I want to see you stripped all the way back. That way me know what me I work with, right? You know, when I was doing therapy in Texas, I remember there was this old woman. Of course, I work around geriatric population. So there's this older Texas woman. She said, so her husband was at the facility and she used to come there and see him. And then he passed away and she ended up there as well. And she said her and her husband were married for like 50 something years or 60 something years. I don't know, some long years. God, she did way up in her years. And that was her first person she ever been with. She said all the years she was with her husband, he never saw her without her makeup fully done and her fully dressed up. So all the other therapists then was like, what kind of narcissistic man is that makes her do stuff like that? And I remember the lead therapist saying, I hope you don't ever say stuff like that in front of her, because for her, see, we're in a different time. She is from 1930, 40, 50, how long ago? So she said in a different, and the lady said she never paid a bill in her life. She was very well taken care of, always treated like a princess. She's been to every state in the United States of America because her husband not only drove trucks, but he had a trucking company, which he built while they were married. So his trucking company like really took off and he was everywhere. She said, you can't name a state in the US that I haven't been. And a lot of the times I would get lonely at home, so I would be on the road with my husband. Let me take this call real quick. Good morning. This is he. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes. So I have all the paperwork that outlines the property, the measurement of the property. I just needed someone to like spray mark it out, because I also know how to put the fence up myself. Right. So I know where to put the fence down. Okay. So it's okay. Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. All right. Yeah, back to what Mira says. So the lady, thank you for that pause. The lady said she had her husband had never, she was well taken care of. Her husband had never seen her without. Matter of fact, he built her dream house, him and his friends. And she was like, my husband built the house, my dream house, with his own two hands. And she had never been to the attic of her house in all the years she lived there until he passed away. And there was some stuff that he hid up there in the attic that she wanted to get to. And she had to get somebody to get up there because now she was old and she couldn't get up there. And she was on, she had a canister and she was on oxygen, right? When people were amazed that her husband in 50 something years of marriage, 60 something years of marriage had never seen her, we were like, you mean like he saw you at nighttime, right? And she was like, no, even at nighttime, my husband never saw me. My only job was to remain as beautiful as the day he met me. And I remember the female therapist, them going, oh, hell no, that's too much work. That's too much to maintain, you know? And she was like, it wasn't too much for me. I enjoyed doing it. I never lifted a finger for anything. You know, they had kids and he hired help to help raise the kids, and she just lived a good life. And she used to like go out on the road with him. You know, the truck them stay in the back of the truck, them long haul truck there. Somebody in here is a trucker. Them have like one whole bedroom in there. So, and she said even on the road, when she was trucking with him, she would wake up in the morning way early before he does. When he's home, she'll wake up way early in the morning before he does. So he has never seen her without makeup from the day I meet her until he passed away. And I thought to myself, damn, this man never knew what his wife actually looked like. You never know what his wife actually looked like. So now the story is out where the man filed for divorce immediately after seeing his wife on their wedding night when they went to go consummate the marriage. And I'm looking at the picture of the woman and I'm like, no, you don't look good. You don't look good. Some women look good when they take their makeup off. Some women actually, that makeup is actually doing exactly what it's called, making up. It's making up because there's a lot missing, you know? Now, if you took the makeup off, some women take their makeup off and you're like, you don't even need makeup. You look, the makeup makes you look much older. You look so young. Your skin is beautiful, you know, and your face looks so fresh. Why you put all that on? But then there are people who, obviously, they're trying to hide something, right? This woman looked like somebody punched her in both eyes. I don't know. The man probably think, I can't walk around with you. People are going to be thinking that I'm the one that's abusing you. Or you're going to have to stay in makeup. But he was messed up. So how y'all feel about makeup, about heavy makeup? Do you think that that's grounds for a man to file divorce? Or do you think that the man should have had her stripped down with the makeup before he even went ahead and proposed for marriage? Have y'all seen these extreme makeup stuff? I was just looking through some of them this morning. Yeah, I would hate to be caught like that. I would hate to be caught like that. I would hate to be caught where if you take the makeup off, I'm gonna have to do one of those, hey, all right, hey, or whoa, or something like that. I saw it's a black woman that's married to a white man, and she wears wigs, right? She always have our hair done, our weave sewing. He's never seen her, and she did a video and put it on social media where she said, you know, they've been together for a while, them have kids and everything. You know, she said, my husband, I think she's African. She's like, my husband has never seen me with my real hair. Her hair look like, feel me? Our hair look like this. See? So this how we feel our hair look like. No, right? And she goes, my husband has never seen my real hair. And today I'm going to show him my real hair. So she take out her wig, weave, whatever it's sewing, she take it out. And then she spruce up her real hair. So, and I must admit, when the wig came off, she looked completely different, right? And then she was there waiting for him to come home. And he came home, and when he walked in the house, he was like, wait. That's the first thing he said was wait. He said, wait. What is this? Why did you cut off all your hair? He said, why did you cut off all your hair? I said, she's safe. Why did you cut off all your hair? I liked your hair before. You didn't even tell me you were going to cut off your hair like that. And she was like, I didn't cut my hair off. That was not my hair. Me said, this man married to this woman for all these years. I never know said that I know her hair. That's wild. So there was never a time where you were like you did grab it and like you did want to pull it and you never have her on the back because I feel like you want man angler with the hair. he did not know it was her hair. He said, "Why'd you cut off all your hair?" She told him, right, that it's always been, and he said, so it's always been a week. And she said, yes. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, morning, SouFLo. How you doing, man?
I'm good, brother. I have to finish up that story I do. I shouldn't even answer the phone.
Oh.
All right.
Let me say something fast. The camera drive.
All right, go ahead. Make it fast, though.
Yeah. One thing to realize with the makeup thing is that it's a marketing thing, because the ruining woman them face, so you have to use it over and over. That we realize.
Ruin them skin when them use too much makeup.
Yes, ruin them skin. Them skin become pale and have a bump on it. If you notice it, with women where used often, I saw them take it off and compensate skin feel itchy. And then ruin them skin, so they have to keep on a weird. So it's a trick system where you look beautiful again, but if them ease off for a while, like a year, and just wear natural olive thing there, them skin will come back pretty.
See.
You know what I mean?
So you think it do more harm than good to them then?
Yes. Because look at, I never noticed that still have a wife now. I live with for long. I noticed that was female now.
I noticed the difference.
Yes, you know, when you stop wear up a makeup and thing, our skin can come back naturally. I mean, when you just wear it when she go to hospital and work and stuff, and skin get peel out, and you know what I mean? And once you stop, our skin get, it's like
nice and smooth out again.
Flourishing, like a spring.
So you prefer your wife with no makeup then?
Yes, I prefer natural. Like kiss her and my face full of lipstick and come up on my face and thing. I like them thing there. Is that what I say? She's pretty rich. I'm not fit. Where makeup from? I get it. I get it now.
It's the makeup. It do exactly where it name. It make up for something that she thinks should be there that is not there. That's where.
Because when she put it on a makeup, it turned out fake. But when you put it on, I say, what, a two different person this? Like a virgin person, a virgin, a two different person.
And the woman whose husband filed for the divorce, when she took off her makeup, she does look like a completely different person. But I have seen women who take off their makeup and them don't look no different. You could tell as she same one. Now, if you're somebody who you take it off and you look completely different, I'm saying the man has a right to say he want a refund.
No. But when I say different, I mean say you can't go make up wife. I would kiss every walk past her. But I mean, you can't say some changes there, isn't it? You know, so on and so forth. Like I say, when Shakira put on makeup, no changes.
When Shakira put on makeup, what do you mean no changes?
Like you know, some change in her feet, like her face look different from what she has now in the house.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
not just in our features, even in our attitude.
Even in our attitude too?
Yeah, even in our attitude too. Wife, you'll kill me, but even in our attitude, yeah, when as she put on some hair upon her head and put on makeup on her face, all our attitude. You know what
yeah, right now. But that way, more wife. Hey
boy, don't come get me in that trouble and then run left me, you know.
Me get in trouble to my person wife when I watch this. I should really watch it like that, but I really this episode actually watch. Yeah, we start coming use the GPS, man.
All right, my brother. Oh man, I didn't let me forget the story. Somebody dragged me back to what story me that talk about. I'm talking about who me that talk about. Oh man, yeah. I guess I'm gonna just go off on something else. Superficial. Diane says superficial. If he loved her truly, then it shouldn't matter. What if he lost an arm or got burnt in his face? If she should have left him. It's a person's character, not their exterior, if you love that person. No, I don't agree with that, Diane. I don't agree with that. You can't sell the man a 6 for a 9 and then get mad when him find out say is not a 9, is a 6. Right? You turn it this away and it look like 9, you turn it back away, they look like 6, you know what I say? So you can't sell him the 6 for the 9 and then when him get mad when him find out say that. That's why I say it should have been her responsibility also. His. but hers more than anything. You know what? Since this man is into me like this, I think I should have him see me exactly how I am. And make him see you exactly how you are. Don't do your hair. Don't do nothing. Make him see how your hair, chaka chaka and everything. And then see how him feel about that. If him feel like, oh my God, you know, so you can't wake up to that, the man that for your life. You know what I mean? A lot of you women out here, you should have extra respect for the man who love you when him see the real you. Because majority of men will want you out the road. Them only want you out the road after you. What's the old word them used to use again in my man of them time? Titivate up. They only want you out the road when time hair laid, makeup done, lashes on, body look good in a new clothes, all that. They know what? When we wake up and see every day, I know that them see. You know what I'm saying? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, SouFLo.
Yeah, talk to me now. You sound
I
like
mean,
you're
I
still
agree
asleep,
with
man.
the woman though. Because it's no different than you being a man. And you dress up and pretend like say you're a woman.
Suppose me
And then
stuff
the
my
man
pants front.
find out.
Suppose me stuff my pants front the whole time we did together. And we have said, no,
Right.
we're Christian and we're waiting until that night. And she has said, Jesus, man, get some big hood. You ever see him something?
Right.
Boy, look like he can't lick that long to him. Knee that sitting there is protruding. And then the night me drop my clothes now, she says something will look like my thumb.
Right.
You tell me that she wouldn't be thinking of a divorce?
Right.
All right.
You should have been honest with the man from the beginning. I mean, like I said before, it's no different than somebody being surprised when they find out, say, a man them there with instead of a woman. Because they never do nothing personal before. Like,
exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And then on the wedding night, now, when you're ready to do something, and then the time that the man find out, say, no, this is not a woman, this is actually a man.
Yeah, chop it up in there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Diane says she wouldn't want a man like that anyway, because her husband seen it all. But Diana missed the point. The point is that you never deceived your husband.
Be honest and upfront with the person when you first start dealing with them, especially if the person has show you say they want something serious and they want a real relationship with you.
Yeah. Make him hear your thought.
It's one thing to wear makeup for a little enhancement.
Yeah, wait there.
I don't wear makeup all the time.
Right.
But sometimes me will wear it for enhancement.
But when you take it on till you look like a whole different person now, and if you take it
exactly.
off,
so you mean to tell me say you mean to tell me say the man never take you to the beach and like you go swimming?
No.
And like
apparently not.
You never take a shower together or nothing where you can see the person here and then them face?
Apparently not. Some people wait the wait. Some people wait the wait.
There's a lady on TikTok, and she does makeup, and she does it very well. She was in a situation, an abusive situation, and she got burnt up. I guess her partner burnt her up. But the way that her face looked without her makeup, you can tell that she was burned very badly. And then even after all the surgeries, you can still tell.
Right.
But the way that she do her makeup,
you can't tell
you can't tell say she didn't get burnt up.
But if she removed the makeup, she looks disfigured.
It's somewhat disfigured. But what I'm saying is this person, I'm okay with her wearing the makeup. I understand why she do it.
Right.
Because she was severely injured.
Right.
And then when she go out in public, the reactions from other people without even knowing her story might be a problem for her.
Seeing.
So she wear the makeup.
Yeah, help
now that's understandable.
And stuff.
That's understandable.
I don't care for.
But if you were born a certain way, then you make the person know what you look like when you did born.
Yeah, I agree. You can't jump out on me brand new. After
That's deceiving.
brand new like
That's
this.
very deceiving.
I'm like, hey, what that? What?
That's very,
You know?
very deceiving. Me don't know how woman can go bed with makeup on and all them things there.
Hey.
Me don't know how them do it. And I've had locks for more than 24, 25 years. Me even try on a wig. I me don't know if I do it myself because me so used to be a natural.
Well, yeah, to each their own. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a woman that wears makeup. I don't have a problem with it.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
yeah, man,
don't be deceiving with somebody that wants to marry you.
Get the point. Point
because you have to live with them every day.
Right. Got it.
All right. Now go back in that shot.
All right, friend. So now, like me did I say, because Mary think me I say something else what she has say. Now, like I'm independently saying, I don't have a problem with a woman putting on makeup or wearing makeup if she feel like she want to wear makeup. A woman think that, do your thing, wear your makeup. But this case that we're talking about, though, I had to ask my audience this because I find it valid that he filed for a divorce because he really got somebody completely different from who he thought he was getting. But then the thing about it too is, okay, so what I was talking about before was the African woman who was with the white man. Remember now, because she put up fair video on, it was on Instagram. Her husband came home and he was like, why'd you cut your hair off? You know, he was surprised that her hair looked like this. So there was a woman who was saying, I guess these men think that black women and black men have different types of hair. Your woman as a white man has the same texture of hair that you have as a white man. And it's the same thing for our black women. You know, they have the same textures of hair that black men have. So the fact that you were around that woman for so long and saw that weave that she had on, and you thought that was her hair all along. And the man was like, the white man didn't give the response that everybody was expecting. I could tell he was taken aback by it, but he didn't give a negative response. He was, because she started telling him, right? When he started acting like, she started telling him like she just outpour herself. So she started telling him about trauma and about how people made her feel like her hair wasn't good enough and used to judge her by her hair and made fun of the texture of her hair and it was dry and it's this and it's that. And he basically did what a good husband was supposed to do, okay? She crumbled into arms and get pan him and, you know, and then he was like, I love you, babe. I love you with that thing that weave in your hair. I love you with your real hair out, even though I never seen it before. He was like, can I touch it? And I'm like, that's your wife. You're supposed to have been touching that. I fear fault that, right? But she thought he probably wouldn't have accepted her. Now I'm saying, you got that man by deception then. Because you thought he would have never want me if I showed my real hair. And throughout your whole relationship, they got kids. And they're raising kids together. And you never showed him your real hair till now. And then you choose to do it publicly so the world can judge his reaction. I said that was foul right there. You know? Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, family. How you doing?
All right, so far.
All right. Talk to me. What?
But that's straight deceptive. But it is the man's fault as well.
How are the man fault?
You can't say to your wife, say, "Babe, I want to see you without makeup. How you look. Your husband and wife, that's what you said? They're married.
Some men don't, I can't say the man fault because some men don't want to violate the woman that he loves. And if she's so attached to it, it probably never crossed his mind. You know, man, listen to me. A man that is an up and going man, you see, the things you think that man might have time for or to engage in are the last sitting that depend that the man the mind. Him not sit down at the home at the house across legs and talk about take off the makeup, let me see. The man gotta go. He got some stuff going on he gotta be thinking about and tending to, you know I'm saying? Everybody have to be all right. I'm a protector, provider. I'm not worried about if your makeup look right or take it off, let me see you without
That's a
it.
small thing.
So
more
I'm not
than
blame the
anything.
man.
I'm not.
I mean, I
I'm
blame the
blaming
woman.
too. We're blaming the man too.
Yeah,
Just
blame.
like
You
you
don't
just said,
always
we're
blame man. All
blaming
when
too.
man
That's
don't
what
deserve
you
blame.
said. I want to say this.
Imagine
too.
that the woman deceived the
Look
man
here.
and you blame the man. The woman deceived the man and you are
It
going to blame
deceived
the
the
man.
man, but at the same time, the man is to be blamed. You
For
might say,
what?
babe, all the while you're in makeup, go to bed. You don't get up on bed when you get up and one night down and say, okay, it's always full of makeup, babe. Go to
Listen.
your bed without makeup.
A pretty woman put him to sleep. She rock him to sleep. Him no business boy nothing else. Him have to get up and go work a morning. Him no business boy nothing
He
else.
must have little time. He can work 7 days a week, 24 hours, or 6 hours. Get rest. He must have time to tell herself, babes, let's take a shower together. Yeah, you have to. I'm not bringing your wife into this. You are nobody. Woman, where you never took a shower together.
No, you can bring my wife into this.
No.
Me
So
like
me no want to call Shakira now.
Okay.
Me no want to call Shakira.
So if you call anybody else, you'll get me in a trouble.
No, but that's
You're asking me to talk about me and
that's
woman
the
and shower now?
past.
No.
That's the past.
No.
That's the past.
That's something
Alright.
I never
Let
did
me bring
until
your-
I met
alright.
Shakira.
Let me
Shakira
bring
was
your
the
wife
first
into this
woman
picture,
I ever go in and
respectfully.
shower with.
All right, let me
Yeah.
bring your wife in respectfully. You
Yeah.
and I have a 10-year relation, which you spoke about on here.
I was a virgin till I met her.
You and I never take no shower.
Yes, of course.
Exactly. So you see her in a makeup day in and day out?
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm a
Exactly.
different person. Every man is not the same. Every man
But
is not the
SouFLo,
same.
you take work when you go out and you don't see have to sleep with her, get up and guard the people then for them to do their work. You don't wake up see her in a makeup. And she come in, she get into bed, you don't see her in a makeup.
But me no business
And
if she
there
have
was
on
something
makeup
wrong.
or not.
Oh, you mean a business? You would have said something as a man, and then that's
No, I wouldn't
Yeah.
because I met my wife. Check this out. If you are
You
going to be
met her
specific,
naturally.
I met my wife doing makeup though. Shakira has
You
more
met-
makeup
you met-
than a
all right.
makeup
No,
store.
you see the
Because
difference
she
now.
actually used to do people makeup
All right.
for a living, get
Look
paid
at
to do
it now.
makeup.
You met her doing makeup. Just keep snatching makeup.
Yes, so she
Never
put it on, me
answer
wouldn't
to you,
care.
no. You hear what me said to you?
What?
You met her doing makeup.
Mm-hmm.
And you never see her slept into makeup. Maybe one time. But you don't see her sleeping in makeup, right?
No, she not sleeping on makeup.
That's what me I said. She don't sleep in it.
I see her drop
comes the
asleep in
man
her makeup already, but she not
She
sleeping on
drop
makeup.
asleep
It's not
in her
something
makeup.
that she
Listen, one
does.
little one time, you know. You did hear what me did say?
Yeah.
One time she may drop asleep in her makeup.
Right.
But not over makeup artist to go to bed. Makeup in a makeup. The man blind. Anyhow.
The man
let me
see what
see.
him see, the man see what him see, and him like what him see, and him no want change it, and that a film thing. And though him probably did think say she lightly wear makeup, him not judging the degree. Him say if that make him wife feel comfortable, he's not gonna disturb the answerness, and they kept going. But when she take it off now, and him actually see says a completely different. Remember me saying, some woman when them take off the makeup, you would even look at them and be like, I don't even know why you wear makeup because you still look the same. There are some women who, when they take off the makeup, is like blood clot, put it back on, because you look like one completely different person. He had a woman who looked like a completely different person.
This kid, him, see the woman and figure out something wrong, but he did not want to say anything because he was living in denial as well and said, I don't want to ask her. Stop being false.
Same.
But me, personally, once a blue moon, I wear makeup. So that person was just makeup that work. When you're going out, you look the same. No, you must look different when you put on makeup and going out. One could look more share with you.
Yeah, you look different, but are you supposed to look so different that nobody who knows you recognizes you?
I'm going to be honest with you. I can't do makeup, and I put on a little bit of makeup one time. Just my eyebrow, put on the eyebrow pencil, mark it out. And the lady told me, oh, she recognized me. It was because of my co-worker. That's why she recognized me. You know, both of us just always go places together, work together, go home. That's how she said she recognized it was me. And me can't
that
do
just
makeup.
little
I said, a little
eyeliner.
bit. No, little powder, light powder. So I don't know.
You
No,
did paint
powder, the
on
wet
one
one.
new
The
face,
wet
man.
one.
Yeah, you did paint on one new face.
Look here.
Cause
Me not do nothing over the mouth.
nobody who put on just a little bit of
I'm
makeup,
telling
people
you,
don't
what
recognize
I
them
do
no
people-
more.
It's like how people take 1 hour and to face. I took like 10 minutes, so it's just a little, what you call it, bit something. That's all I put on my face, the eyeliner, little red lips outline me with the pencil and put on little lip gloss and just one little short wig. And she said, oh, she recognized it was me. It's because of my friend. But I did not look so completely different. But she said, no, the shape. So she said, oh, it's true, but you look nice.
All right.
Because I don't judge makeup.
All right.
So that's the thing. The quick joke I want to share. When I spoke about this thing, the deceptive things, I say, if the man late, should I say, we do a big talk about in your pants and when married night come, if you didn't say it's nothing. So I have a girlfriend. She was dating this man, and them plan to do them stuff and live together, and show things and food after a while. So she said, the man take out the little something and sit down on the bed, and squeeze up, squeeze up because she always see front both. So she said, he squeeze up in. So she said, no, when she reach, we're in there. So she had talked to the man and said, Mr. Walker, she said, when the man dropped the pants at football, she said, I want this a stick. Me last 10 minutes and it turn over. Me say, what you say? 2 football, and one little sausage.
Oh, God.
Yes, man. She said, the man have bought me. Mr. Osh.
Oh. You have bosom.
Yeah, bosom.
Oh,
so,
God.
So I left there. It's going to be embarrassing. I didn't know one got treated, but
people
when she look at oh, that's what's deceptive too. But
that's that's our condition. People will
it's a condition. But he deceive her by certain things, making things say he have one nice little stick. Sit down, put the ball between his foot and squeeze up it, make it look like a thing he have good.
Judge of God.
So that's deceptive. Then she go there, she don't live with it. Because she said, look here, I can't live with it. That's the same thing with the man. And could I say, you can't make up one day, Mr. One. But the man was in denial. So she said she did not live on the denial. Because she said, look here, you know you have nothing and you're sick. She even had make appointment for him to go to the medical. Check up and get it started. The man having something they can usually work with the government. Very garbage, you remember. And we have insurance. And the man refused because of the football with him. She left his house.
Wow. She could have give man some. She reached that far. Not some wicked people,
No, that's not wicked because the man
why not? The man done strip down already. You know how embarrassing that is? The man done strip down already and don't get none. You know how embarrassing that is? Him know she gone to talk about him. Him know she gone to talk about him.
They did live together in the car. She moved from one state after the talk and meet up and couple. Live with him. So when she go in now and things happen, she realized. But she said she did not let him. She tried to fix it. She tried to fix it, Come, I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to take you to the doctor, follow you up with, The man not going nowhere.
Oh, him never want to go fix it. He never want to take care of the problem, so she end up left.
Yes, and then
I thought you meant she left like walk out immediately.
No, she did not walk out because the man did promise to marry her too, and he did not do. Or she didn't sit. She sat for a while, for 2 years. Nothing happened. And she left.
Karen, I say a prostate problem. It's not a prostate problem.
I'm a prostate. A boson.
Yeah.
I know the condition from Jamaica because usually no man walk around and it's my front big stuff.
Yeah.
But when we I have boson.
It's the balls them swell up like this big.
Yes.
Like
that's a hair wet down in them.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
They say well hair go down in them.
Yeah, so me always
hear. No, I think of that. I have to go look up power, but I think I hear go down in them.
Something there's a big.
But yeah, them like big like that big.
Big.
Yeah, and it will swallow up your teeth till your teeth look like did it so.
No, the man she don't want
to. If me did have that, I would take off my clothes though. So, I wouldn't take off my clothes in front of no woman if we did have that. But I gotta take care of my condition first.
Hey,
We don't take care of my condition first.
no, but you see, it's a deception. I want we to do. He knows what to do. He's fat. He did not stand and show it, you know. He's fat.
I'll squeeze it up.
I'll squeeze it up. Lock the two bars between the leg and sit down upon them and squeeze up his show it. Bye-bye. Later.
Later. Oh, the wicked love that girl. Oh God. I hope you take care of that condition there by now, cause something about our men though, man. We'd be like afraid as hell to go to the doctor, and who could blame us? You know, our history with doctors, especially doctors who are not like us, is a very storied history. We have a reason to fear doctors. But boy, I have to go get that taken care of before me take off my clothes, man. I'll drop my clothes on my balls, them big like grapefruit, and you can't find me teely. Because I know you're going to go talk about me. You ever talk bad about me? Me back my fist. Me stay in my yard and be by myself. I'll be by myself. Randy's daughter said that is why we have to check things out before the commitment. It's serious out here. No puss in a bag, please. Yeah, and some men will do that. And some people culturally, they're, you know, them gone to church and them say the Lord said, or them do this and they want purity and all these other kind of things. I'm checking it out. I'm checking it. May I check it out before we go anywhere? Me not make that kind of a commitment to no puss in a bag. And next thing you gonna pull out something way bigger for me? I'm not doing it. This toner I can actually access, but the facial alteration was makeup. That's a no for me. Yeah, to the sister, it's a hernia, right? It's a hernia. Kingston says that's what Boson is. Boson is a hernia that's gone unchecked, right? And I think there's a tear in somewhere where that's actually your intestines that's fallen into a different part of your body. And it does puff out the area they like that. So that's supposed to all hurt him. And he want to ride with that. Like fibroids in your seed bag. I not laugh cause I know a woman was nearly dead from fibroids. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that it's funny, but the way how you say it, fibroids in your seed bag. Yeah. He gotta go to the doctor, and the doctor them can do surgery and fix it. Yeah, so we learned something new this morning. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Flo, what's up?
But there, bro, what go on?
But there, what do you mean by you back your face? You couldn't just say you're gonna just get checked out.
No, may I say, no, brother, may I say, if I have to actually depend upon or wait for a woman to accept me, that means I may have to worry about if I take off my clothes, what she I go see. You know, the urge don't leave you. It's something that's human. So me go and back my fist in the meantime. You know, until I can get to a doctor for help take care of the situation. But I'm not taking off my clothes in front of no woman with my thing looking like that.
What if he can sex in the dark?
No, because she still gonna feel it. I don't know what kind of dark you talk about, because no matter how dark it is, you can't hide two balls of big like grapefruit. She gonna be wondering what the hell is this and where the hood there? She's gonna be wondering, brother. She probably get up and turn on the light for you. I don't get one of them Jamaican woman there, cause she definitely get up and turn on the light. You gonna hear, no man, no man, hold on there. Come on, fight and go look. I want this. The way I gonna do that, you embarrassed. No, me back my fist go on until me can go doctor. When me go doctor, I handle my bangle and I can take off my clothes. If you take off, listen, I tell men like this, right? If God give you a little puny teeny weeny, and that God give you, work with it, nothing wrong with it. God made no mistakes. You just work with the wrong woman, because the woman you're running after is not a woman that enjoy what you are work with. But woman out there will work with it, brother. So it's just a matter of compatibility.
You find a Chinese woman with a low womb.
Should not hear you now. And them foolishness that they tell you in Jamaica when we are grow up, trying to pump turn sideways. and then womb shallow, so they can barely take half a finger. And me don't know about all of that, Jerome. Me know a woman out there that will be compatible with your teeny weeny, where your pebble where you work with, or whatever size you're working with. You know what I mean? So you have to go find that the compatibility. But
No, when you're in certain compromised position with a woman, she like it when you slowly keep and put it in. Okay, but when after the incident, it's frustrating to any woman. You don't feel so?
I don't know about
all right. All right. Back to the makeup thing. So
yeah. Back to the makeup thing. Where I say?
I've seen makeup make woman with big sweet pepper nose, gone, and her nose looks straight and so on. Yeah. And so makeup sometimes it can hide a person.
Yes, absolutely. And no, and guess what? Hold on there, Jerome, because I don't want the people with big sweet pepper nose feel like say somebody attack against them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have their own unique look, and like I said, God made no mistakes. But there's somebody out there who will like you and even fall in love with you for exactly how you look, without trying to contort your face and look like somebody completely different and fool somebody. Then that's a different story. You know what I mean? So if you look for love, try find love in your natural state. And then if you want makeup after that, you can say, babe, look at what I can do with my face, and I can be somebody different. Hello. And your partner can enjoy that too. But don't give them the fake one first and expect them, and then surprise them after them commit with the real one. You see what I say?
Sometimes them have to, because one time
something wrong with your phone, Jerome? Hello?
SouFLo.
Oh, live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning. Jerome, God.
SouFLo.
We have family.
The Boston, what she talk about, it's a condition that I learned that a lot of men in the Caribbean tend to have it.
Because them work hard and strain themselves.
Yeah, and it's also like it's fluid. The way it was described to me, it's like fluid from the stomach, or something starts to fill up inside of it.
Okay.
And I had an experience where I had to be with someone that had to have surgery on that. And they had surgery and they removed the fluid. And that was like a year ago. And the person is doing great right now. They don't have any sexual issues or anything.
Okay.
And they didn't have a problem with their size either. It wasn't their size. But it swelled up so big that even when
the size was there.
Yes, even when the person was wearing his jeans, you could see it like protruding through the jeans. And it got very uncomfortable for him to even walk.
So I'm with too long, man.
Yes, it's a condition that happens, and it happens to a lot of men in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
So, all right, may I go back in that chat?
All right. Yeah, we are aware. We're aware. We're gonna spend. Bunches said we are gonna send Jerome a top up. Hernia becomes bosun if you don't treat it for a long time. Donna Davis, which is exactly right. So it's a hernia. It started out as a small hernia, and if it left untreated, it turned into that condition if it not kill you. But yeah, some men just left it, and then it turned into what you see. Me see big bosun already, like basketball big. I don't know. You see, a little education can go a long way, and I don't think some of our people, like back in the day when I was a child growing up in Jamaica, I used to see this stuff, and I don't think our people understood medical wise. They never have the education about what the condition actually was and how to get it fixed. Because you never saw it in people who had money or in people who were opulent in society, you always did see it in a poor people and country people and them kind of thing there. So obviously, it's a condition that can be rectified, can be taken care of. So if you're out there right now watching this video and you're a man and you're going through a season of boasting, then please go see your neurologist, your doctor, have a proper checkup and find out what it is that you can do to get your boasting taken care of. All right? You don't have to live with big seed. You can come down to normal size. I'm just putting that out there for you. Moving right along. We do enough of the makeup something. Hit another topic this morning now. Is it prostitution requiring a man to pay money or pay all your bills if you are having relations with this man? Is that modern day prostitution, or we just word it different because we don't want to call it prostitution? Let me ask the question again. Is it prostitution requiring a man? Requiring is the operative word. Requiring a man to have to pay your bills or give money if you are having relations with that man. Is that really prostitution? Well, I said that was a commercial. We drop a commercial for the big seed man. Them. All right, let me stop. Little bro, so you do that like a commercial. Where's the man? Is Uptown? Wanna answer me now? Is this prostitution? Or true enough on in here I do it, no one answer. All right, so we're gonna skip that one there this morning. Apparently a lot of you in here are doing it or have done it, so you don't want to answer because you don't want to face the fact that you have been involved in prostitution. All right, I get it. Moving on to the next one. This one is not so jolly of a topic, but I'm gonna leave you with this from now. All right, and it goes like this. I don't think that a man should take care of a woman financially unless she is his wife. Yeah. So if she's not your wife, that is not a wise decision financially. To be taking care of a woman that is not your wife. And never left it right there. So anything after that. Now for the woman them, if you are requiring a man to pay the bills and take care of you in order to access the goodie, then you are selling the goodie, and that is prostitution. So I don't care how no one nice it up in a 2026. I sell you a sell front. Now if you're a front seller at your big ripe age, then that's your problem. I'm not judging you, but I'm just letting you know that that's what you're doing. Okay? So we're not going to dwell too long on that one day, because it seemed like we hit a hitch with that one. We asked the room, 900 odd people asked me, ask the room, no phone, no ring, no comment, no make panic, no nothing. Can we just move along? Can we just go to the next topic? Didn't you say you have like 2 more topics? Okay, I get it. We're moving right along to the next topic, all right? But sell a front if you have to sell a front, but just no sell front yourself. Okay? Oh, I love y'all so much. This one is not so funny. There's the school crisis, bullying something we're going. There is also the Louisiana shooting incident that we spoke about yesterday, and then the Jamaican Ego. I want to leave the Jamaican Ego for last. The other two I'm going to run through really quickly. I told you all, say we're done by 11:15 this morning, and it is 11 o'clock now almost. I don't think we're going to make it to 11:15. We're going to go past time as usual. However, let's start out with the Louisiana something. Not anything to dwell on, because I think we kind of beat that to death yesterday. And I don't want it to seem like we're glamorizing or glorifying or, I dwell upon it too long, because it's a sad situation with the children and what happened with the children. You had the 8 kids specifically. So if you see my icon this morning actually shows the children's faces. And the reason why I showed the children's faces is because I'm sure now that they are all deceased. So it wouldn't be like me showing the face of the children, and then another set of children who are their siblings get to look and say, hey, look at this guy, he's talking about my dead brother and my dead sisters. Everybody in the picture is dead. So the picture now is circulated widely. Everybody in it has passed away. If you stare at that picture long enough, it has a serious impact just looking at that picture. So the up-to-date story about that is pretty much what was said yesterday. And it is that the man told his family members, cousins, and everybody else who are talking now, his cousin said yesterday that his mental health just started leaving once his wife said she wants a divorce. He told his cousin that I can't lose her. I don't want to lose my wife. And if I lose my wife, I don't know what I'm going to do, right? By the way, never put so much of yourself into, I'm not telling you not to love, but I'm telling you love, but reserve something for yourself. So in case that ship sinks, you walk out alive. You have a lifeboat. You don't sink with the ship, right? And in life, you have to think about self-preservation. He obviously was so deeply invested, mentally, physically, every kind of alley, that he couldn't see himself without this woman. So his cousin and other family members said he started losing his mind. He was perfectly fine before. He started acting erratic day by day, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse. The more his wife and him moved towards the finalization of, this is a divorce for real. This is what it's going to be. She left the home. When she left the home is when people actually really started seeing his change in his behavior, right? And then come Monday, today is Tuesday, they had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday morning, they would be in court. And they were scheduled to be in court pertaining to the divorce pending. So this is going to be where they were supposed to work out how visitation is going to go with the kids, who's going to have to pay child support, whatever. She made up her mind that she was never going back, and this really was the end of it. And he didn't believe it until it's drawing closer to Monday, and now he just lost it. Also, I was concerned yesterday about the children. Whose child is whose? Remember, I was like, the names don't match up. So what it turns out is, because they've only been married for 2 years, and what it turns out is he had 4 children before her and had 4 children with her. However, one of the children that got killed was not theirs. That was a cousin of theirs, a cousin of their children's cousin. So 7 of his killed and 1 little cousin that was with them. One of their child must have been the 13-year-old that jumped off the roof, escaped. So one sibling escaped. That 13-year-old is going to need all kinds of help for like the rest of his life, because losing one sibling under tragic circumstances usually messes with your brain. I can't imagine losing 7 in a horrific way like this. So it was a joint family situation. You have 4 kids. She gave 4 more kids. Now y'all got 8 kids. Remember yesterday when I was saying, I don't understand how you get with a wife. You know, you have your wife and you're just a breeder or a goer. So like every year, and you do it for 8 years straight because the children look like they're lined up like that. I'm like, when did this woman ever get a break? When did she ever get a breathing chance? When did she ever get time to even think? Like, can't give woman picnic like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just a go so. But it turns out that's not how it went. 4 of those were not hers or his. They both had, he had 4. She took him with 4 and gave him 4 more. So that's how they ended up with 8, right? And that's why he lost his mind. He lost his mind because he just didn't want to lose the woman, according to his family. And once she said it was a wrap, it was a wrap. All right? That's the update to that. SouFLo, you never gave your girlfriend some money Girlfriend? No. Me not give girlfriend money. Girlfriend far behind me, you know. Girlfriend for me over a decade ago now. So me not give girlfriend money. I I give wife money. Wife is to be taken care of, not girlfriend. Somebody never raise your right if you're out there give girlfriend money. Cause you know if you buy front. Front is everywhere. Good front too. Everywhere. Yeah. So I was at Shakira's grandfather's funeral and there was an older man who was sitting by the grave. And you know, a man down there drink them rum and a talk and thing, and he said, enough of them youth here I run up and down wild and thing. Them need to find a woman and fall in love and breed her and watch your baby born and watch and see how quick you put on badness. But in saying that, which I agreed with, in saying that, he also, because when you get children, you know, there's something about watching your child be born into the world that will change your whole life. It will make you want to do right. In saying that, though, he also said, "We're not taking the money, we're not make us spend it on careless girl over here, so girl over there, so half of the money that you will never make back in your life again. Because when you're young, when you feel like, say, true, you make some money now, like you always are going to make money. As an older man, I try to tell you, so the opportunities get limited over time. And sometimes you end up not make no money for a while. So all the money you're making now, you should be investing it wisely, basically, is what he's saying. So not spend money on girl, a road, and side girl, and girlfriend, and all that. Make sure, say, your woman, your wife. And I said to myself, this is an older man who probably raised some sensible youth, because enough youth act like them never know that. And they're out here spending out their little money on girlfriend. Girlfriend one here did, how much is that? She said 300 US. Oh, my heart hurt. 300 US for a hairdo. I'm gonna fuck that over gear $500. That's on the light side, because there are hairstyles and hair pieces out here where women spend $1,500, $2,000 sitting for the. And boyfriend I pay for it. Now, would I instruct my sons to go do that for a girlfriend? Hell no. As a matter of fact, strip her down. Make her take off everything so you see exactly who she is before you end up like the man there we want a divorce right after I'm get married. And then, if she feel like she need $1,500 hairdo, that is something that she should be able to afford. And the fact that she can't afford it, it should motivate her to want to be successful in life so she can afford it, because that is something where she want. Remember, I know old school life go like this. You have to go through the parents. You tell the parents, you want to marry their daughter. The parents, sensible parents, are going to ask you or look at your life and say, so what you do for a living? You know, because we are trying to see if you can take care of my daughter. You want my daughter? You do the honorable thing already by coming to me, who is her dad, because me raise her. I'm a raise her good. She is well invested in from this angle. We're talking about love, attention, financially, all of it, right? So now you want to enter the picture. You want my daughter. All right, what is it you do for a living? All right, may I check out your mannerisms, everything. May I check out your background. Me want to meet all your parents, them to me want to say how you were raised. May I spend some time around you? You know, these things are missing. But more than anything, I want to see if you can take care of my children, my grandchildren when you have them. If me not look by your pocket door and talk about him not look like him have $1 million, you know, so a broke boy, cause him can't afford Malani here do them, and she like the $1,500 and $2,000 weave them. So no, girl, don't marry him. I'm not looking at them like that. That's not a requirement. That's not a requirement to be a good husband. That's not a requirement to be a protector, provider. It's, can you provide a safe environment for my daughter to thrive in while she is with you? are you, your personality, the type that's going to uplift her, and you and she can build life together? If you don't get rich together, you know, say this is the woman where you did start out with. So if you get rich, you know, say what she did that and build it with you. So when she want the $2,000 here, them now, and the $1,500 here, shouldn't nothing for she get it, because you actually have the millions and you got it with her. But me now tell my daughter if you go digging in no man pocket and put her chest way up here, so because she want $1,500 and $2,000 here. Go look work, little girl. Go look work, or go and put yourself in a position in life where that is what you want. You can afford it. Now, if you can afford your $2,000 hairdo as a woman, nobody can talk to you because you are high maintenance at a level that you can afford, right? So you don't have to look for no man and talk about if him can't afford my level of maintenance, then come high maintenance, you know. And if him can't afford it, then him can't get none of this. Because you're sell front and you're selling it at a high price. That's all it is. I don't want my daughter to sell front at a high or low price. So that's right there. Don't take care of no side woman, no girlfriend, man. We take care of wife. We take care of wife. Right? Wife is to be maintained. Wife is to have somewhere nice and safe to live and all these other kind of things. A wife that. But not girlfriend. That was my father all day. When Sarah his daughter, he said the man will go to a interview session. He must size up the man. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Yeah, man, I have to call back SouFLo.
Yeah.
I want to say something.
Yeah.
You know, so all of my sisters them out, career people, them. My father send them to school, them sit down in class, them learn, them study. As soon as they become adults, 25, 23, 24, them already have what they're supposed to have.
So they can maintain themselves.
Yes.
Right.
None of my system depend on man. None of them.
For basic maintenance, you're not supposed to. That means she can't take care of herself.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you must teach your son them say that's a liability, that's not an asset. You have to pick up a liability. Because she can't even maintain her basic needs.
You pop you down.
Yeah, she will pop you down. She not bring nothing to the table but front. And front is everywhere.
I'm proud of my sister and my hombre. Because me can look upon them as a strong example and say, yo, that is the right thing. You say all them go to school and all them independent. If their husband want to left them tomorrow and all of them married to.
Why some people forget sometimes that somebody's son them a deal with.
Yeah?
Yeah. Some people forget sometimes that somebody's son them a deal with. You know, cause check it, right?
Yeah.
They be treating men some kind of way sometimes with all these demands. But make a girl ever say she'll have them same demands that for her brother or for that same woman's son. And you hear you see a whole different side of her. You know what I mean? This the way how I always tell women like this, the way how you treat your man, make sure so you would be okay with your brother being treated by a woman. Because a woman will treat a man like shit, you know, and then she see her brother with a girl and she's like, oh, she bet not be disrespecting my brother. Why she treat my brother like that? But at the same way she treat her man. You know?
Yeah, it's like
so it's not okay to treat my brother like that, bitch. But it's okay for me to treat somebody's son like
other
that.
people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There with it.
And the same example me have, because some people want to say, why me work so hard? Why me I kill up myself? I know I have to, but they so me I stack up. That's when my daughter reached certain age. She can go to college and them things are easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's your responsibility as daddy.
Struggle upon me.
Yeah, that's your responsibility as daddy.
You know what I mean?
Audrey. All right, my brother.
All right, big up yourself.
Yeah, manners. Audrey said, come one lobster and your uncle have sardine money. I went time them done yam and if you go provide lobster, then yam you don't till the only thing you can provide after that is sardine. Yeah. You listen to what I say, you know. If she not bring no stability to your thing and no kind of motivation to go get it, when time them done with you, you know. When them done with you, you know, a sardine alone you can't afford to. Remember say you used to can't afford lobster. She never been out till long a sardine you can't afford and cut. Or stay there with you miserable and the only thing you can't afford is sardine. So yeah, man. I agree with you, SouFLo, 100%. A lot of these girls are so grabby. Yeah, them not have no conscience, and they think of stuff like give, want. But I'm telling my daughters like this. Yes, I'm gonna spoil you. Yes, I'm gonna be a phone call away as long as I live. God preserve my life so I can be that. However, when it's time for you to step out there independently, I want you to be in a way where you are able to afford the things that you desire, and not for you to go look for a man to be able to afford these. It shouldn't be a requirement. Now, don't get it twisted. Me no want me daughter them with no broke boy. I'm sorry. It's okay to be broke for a minute, but if you must be broke and full of ambition and drive. If you are, let me clear this up, because I don't want nobody to talk about, look at SouFLo him. We come from up a farming district in a Clarendon and talk about him no one daughter have broke boy, like him never broke. I was broke. I was broke for a long ass time in life. I'm probably still broke because I got too many kids, right? And kids take a lot of money. But listen to me good. Me not say my daughter for bring no millionaire come across my doorstep. However, she not gonna bring no broke boy we don't have no ambition and drive. If he is broke, that's cool. Most people who are young are broke. That's how life is. You have to figure it out and get to it. And I understand the process of figuring it out and getting to it. But if she gonna bring somebody come across my lawn or my doorstep, we're broke right now, and give me the vibe, say, you know, say him gonna broke forever. This a workless boy will not have no little drive, no ambition, no nothing. Especially after me done talk to him and try extract certain information. You can't do that. You can't do that. So me wouldn't want her to do that. Broke, okay. Broke with no drive and no ambition, please leave. Go somewhere. Don't come back this way either. You can't broke and don't have no drive and no ambition. That's too much. That is too much for one person. Broke, no drive, no ambition, you have to go. Broke, full of drive, full of ambition. Hey, baby girl, that boy then now go broke always. I'm telling you, he's a good youth and he's heading somewhere. Work with him. You see that? Whole different kind of conversation. Whole different kind of conversation, that's all. What you say? Leave immediately, BM. Yeah, leave immediately. Workless, we call that. Miss Ruby Debola call that workless. Not worthless, workless. Broke with no drive and no ambition. Workless. You gotta go. Don't even try to make it into this family. See the family here and close your eye them. Walk on the next side of the road. Act like you don't see my daughter, she don't exist. That. Yeah, leave immediately. A woman should be in a position to maintain herself, but there is nothing wrong with a man being generous. It works both ways. Nothing wrong with a man being generous, but me not encourage my youth them figure be generous to woman. Be generous to investments. Generously invest. Because one thing about investing is, a lot of us find this out as we are older, is that if you start investing when you're younger, you would have been way further in life. Right now, we just find out about certain levels of investment and certain things that we can do to get a almost guaranteed profit on money that we put down. And it can be $150 here, $200 more into this, another $300 into this, another $200 into this. Me now tell my youth them figure in no generous to no woman. Be generous to your investments. Because the day is going to come, God bless you with long life, and the day is going to come when you're older and you want to see those investments grow. You want to see your money appreciated in value, and then you can start to flex like somebody who can have some kind of talk in their life. Because broke people have no talk in their life, you know. Especially if you're older and you're broke. You don't have no talk in their life. Some people are loud and broke, but you notice it don't go nowhere. You don't have no talk in life. So your children then will have talk in life, right? There's nothing wrong with a man being generous. If he want gateway, yes, but me not encourage my youth them for gateway. I'm not. I'm telling them to invest in investments that appreciate in value. Every time she says she wants $150 here, do take the $150 there and go find out at your bank which stock you should buy a couple of. That way. Do that. Every time, just think, if you have a girlfriend and she want hair done every week, that's 4 times a month. Or if she not gonna say she gonna do it every other week, that's 2 times a month, right? Because she gonna wear it for $300 a month. Fling with that. $300 every month. Carry going down to the bank and sit down with somebody at the bank and figure out which stocks are jumping or which stocks are good for long-term investment, guaranteed return on your money, slow appreciation over time, long as you never take out the money there, and just act like you're still there with her. I'm still there with her, and I have to go to the bank or pay for her hairdo. Go down at the bank and buy more of the same stock there, and then more of the same stock there, and then more of the same stock there, and just keep on going. If you're in your 20s and you keep doing that until you're in your 40s or in your 30s, do it for a whole decade straight. That's money that you can retire off of when you was being generous to woman. And you know, guarantee that woman are gonna do that when you reach retirement age, especially if you meet them young. Most relationships nowadays don't last that long anyways, right? And don't bring no investment. And don't bring no investment by your return, no return on your investment either. Junior Copeland said, for real flow. My kids started going to college and see the amount of money I wasted chasing crutches come up in front of me. Come up in front of me. When you think about it, whining and dining. I wish part she did. We're just learning about various things we can invest in. I'm older now, and I wish I had the info in my 20s and 30s. You're not the only one, Roddy's daughter. That's exactly why I'm talk like this, because I'm among them. I'm just now learning about certain things. And I'm like, yo, if I didn't know about this even 10 years ago, if I had known certain things that I know now, I would well be on my way, well upon my way. But we never know. We never know. So it's up to us to live, who have lived longer, to teach and teach the younger one them. No, Papa. She will, I don't know, give you extra head or extra crutches. I don't know, but that's all that's coming with you being generous with your hard-earned money. There's nothing else that's coming with it, with your hard-earned money. Go invest your hard-earned money and make it work for you so that later on in your life, when you can't work no more, you have something. Because half of who you are generous to today, them not going to do that for you when time your rainy days come. They're not. Half of who you are invested in today is not going to be there for you when your rainy days come. Right. My father always taught us about making money while you sleep. Wealth management seminars are great to attend also. Absolutely. And in our community, it seemed like we're just waking up. A lot of us are just waking up. Majority of us, you know, some of us used to do the YOLO thing, you only live once, right? Spend the whole life because you can't carry it with you when you're dead. You can't take it down in your grave. Somebody else who not even like you come spend the whole of that. So spend it while you're there. And we do that, and then we have nothing to bring to pass forward, to pay forward. And then also no financial literacy program where we could have learned certain things and be well invested in a way where we could have something to pass forward, even and live off of too, and live a good life off of it too. You know, enough of people then retire, and what do you see them do? They retire and sit in one place waiting to die. Literally, a lot of our people retire, sit in one place waiting to die. Yes, come just and wait for me little pension to come in, you know, so we can pay the mortgage or so we can pay off the light bill high this month, boy, and the water rate high, and that's where you're at. And now you're too old for anybody to even hire you, or your arthritis set in and it's you can't work anywhere. You can't pack bag a grocery store now. What do you do now? That's not how I envision my later days. My latter days, I'm hopping on a friggin' plane heading somewhere. I want to go see the world. I especially now, I know I'm not going to live in it forever. And there's a whole heap of it out there for see. I want to do some traveling. I want to be on a cruise. I want to go some places I ain't never gone before. and be like, damn, me 75, you know, I'm still I see new places and experience new cultures and tasting new cuisines for the first time, and I'm excited about living. And that you can do that if you invest properly now. But if you not invest properly now, and you I'll be generous. Cause she pretty, I'm generous. Or because me love him so much, I'm generous. Yeah, okay. Your old days, them will catch you. And them will catch you sit down one place and can't go nowhere. Remember, I know medical bills not easy to pay neither. I know. There's a lot of our people who are elderly and they had things set up, but them never estimate, say, the medical bills alone would have been so much. So now mama sit down and she can't even travel go nowhere. Because them medical bill for her blood pressure medication alone are sitting where she wasn't planning for. You know, so it's good to invest from early. It's good to be, like Nance just said, grab some financial literacy programs and get moving, get on your way. Tell the youth them to invest in something that's going to appreciate in value and not invest in a people. Your boy picking them, don't tell them about investing no girl. I'm buying no girl nothing. He's not supposed to be buying any woman nothing. He has to have it in his head that a wife, and you have to go teach him to what a wife is. Because every woman can be wife. Same thing for the other way. You have to go teach your daughter a husband. Because they're high earning sisters out here too, well career oriented, and they are go-getters, and then them attach themselves to some bugu yaga, broke down, bring down man. A man nyama out in a more than one ways and gone about in business cut. So you gotta teach her too, your daughter too, what a husband is supposed to be, and teach your son what a wife is supposed to be. And them they are the only two people you share finances with. You're young, single and free and want to mingle and enjoy life, go and go do that. But anytime you start hooking up financially, it better be with somebody who you know within your heart of hearts. Remember, you can't guarantee nothing because people married for 30 years and still divorced. But you know within your heart of hearts that this is somebody I'm going to go the distance with in this life. And that's the only way finances is supposed to jump into that. If it's not that, we are have fun, but nothing give like that. You have your money, me have my money. Yeah, it could even be if you want to split it even. I don't know, you pay for your date, him pay for your date. We switch who pay for what, or we go half and half. Ain't nothing wrong with half and half. I don't know why New Age culture made it feel like or seem like half and half, something wrong with it go half and half. Nothing wrong with go half and half. Nothing is wrong with going half and half, especially if you are in a mutually benefiting relationship and you're not married yet. Go half and half. The man there demonstrate to you, my girl, said he can be there. And he got his half. And you're demonstrating to him. The half and half is very important. You're demonstrating to this man that I understand that, you know, when I finally fully convert into wife in that way, then that you're going to pick up, right? And I'll be fully taken care of. But I'm demonstrating to you that in the event that you should buck your toe and fall, I got you. You got a strong backing in a wife. That is what half and half proving up. And that half and half proof, because you have some out here where, and this is where marriages fall apart. He provides. Oh shit. Something happened, he can't provide no more. She, pew, cut. Ooh, I can't live that life. Oh, that's a downgrade. I'm out of here. So what I'm saying? Yeah. My mom's diabetes meds are up to $1,000. My God. You know how many elders can't pay that? Do you know how many people can't pay that? This is exactly what I talk about Roddy's daughter. Carissa says, me not even remember my investment till me get check for dividends sometimes, because those are all long-term investments. Yes, I sit down upon that until them times come, right? And let it keep just rolling over and your profits are slowly building. And that's what that is investing. Not in a man, not in a woman, not being generous. I'm generous with my love. I'm generous with my attention. And I show my love through my actions. That is enough. Mom diabetes meds is up to 1,000. And that is meds that she needs to survive. Yeah. The longer we live, we don't even know what's in it for us. My Auntie Maureen said, life have a package for all of we, you know. I've said this to you before. She said, life have a package for all of us. And we don't know what we package I go get. I go be. Some people are going to get Parkinson's. Some people are going to get rheumatoid arthritis to the point where your finger them start through a gang style and you can't straighten them out, boutonnieres. Some people are going to get heart problem develop. Some people are going to get diabetes and that kind of something, no matter what them try to. Some people are going to get, you know what I'm saying, mental issues, come on, early signs of Alzheimer's and dementia. Some people are going to get, you don't know what it's going to be. So don't waste your days that you're able, but generous. Because the longer you live, more likely you have to go deal with one of these packages. I don't know nobody who escaped fully from this life, especially those who lived for a long time. Something was there. Something was there. For anybody who even lived for a long time, something they did it. Where them did have to shell out money upon in order to secure them health. So you have to prepare for that. Just like how you have to prepare for death. Don't leave all your stuff all over the place and you're picking them a fight feet and mommy never and daddy never leave no will and nothing never write up properly and nobody never organize or nothing. The same way you have to prepare for end of life and the same way you have to prepare for your later days in life as well. You know what I'm saying? Put your affairs in order is what it's called. Put your affairs in order. The next one we want to talk about this morning is the school bullying crisis. Somebody asked me yesterday, we're switching gears. Somebody asked me yesterday, SouFLo, why you not talk? You saw the bullying, the latest bullying video out of Jamaica. Did y'all see, I think this is New Jersey. Was it New Jersey where the little boy got killed? So we can flip-flop between Jamaica and the US, right? So we're not acting like this only happens in Jamaica. Important that we do this too. I saw a video of a little youth getting beat up. And the next thing I know, one of the other little youth them just pull out a gun and it looked like he shot him in his neck. And he fell. And now they're looking for him. And yesterday there was a next youth who stabbed up a next youth in Jamaica in school uniform and killed him. And then he was walking away after him stabbed up the youth. And the way how he was walking, like him not care, you know, and a lady I run beside him, and I said, me see you, you know, me have him on video, me I keep him on video, and him just stab up the little boy and kill him. And then there's that video of the student them at Kingston College in their blue uniform that drape up the youth, and one youth beat him with a belt, and the other one box him in his face. It's getting treacherous out here for... Yeah, Roy Wilkins Park in Queens. Thank you, Nans. Thank you. Our kids are out of control. And you know, I'm done pretending that it have nothing to do. Oh, there's something in the food and this conspiracy theory of they're genetically engineering this, that, and the other. It comes down to poor parenting, actually, and lack of community. Remember how I was talking earlier about what I loved about Brooklyn? Yeah, it comes down to poor parenting and lack of community. And we youth them not have that no more. Like a lot of youths are growing up under poor parenting and when they took corporate punishment from schools in Jamaica, all hell broke loose in Jamaican society. Anybody can go back and look. Because nobody never start bad until them turn adult. When they took corporal punishment out of our schools and our homes, because I remember I was here in the US and I heard corporal punishment banned in homes in Jamaica. And I said, the first thing I actually said was, how come them never do that when Miss Ruby and Miss Clevey did that raise we? Because I could have did use it, you know, because I get some raw slick, you know. I could have did use it, you know. But then look at what the society became. When they did that here in the US, they purposely took the power away from parents. So children grow up not fearing, not knowing them parents have to say. You know? And they're out there doing them thing. And it's basically like they were getting them ready to come fill these penitentiaries. And that them did I get them ready for. Take the discipline out the house. We'll discipline your kids for you. Yeah, you'll discipline my kid, all right. You'll discipline my kid when it's time for him to do 5 to 10 years in your prison or a life sentence because of some stupidness that I wasn't allowed to discipline him for when he started going down that path. You know, that's a part of it. Now, what they're saying, though, about the last one in the uniform, which is what somebody asked me about yesterday if I saw it after the show. And what I saw was a youth drip up a next youth and then box him up. And the next youth wasn't trying, he was just trying to sight the box them as they were coming in. But there was a next youth there beating him with a belt as he was getting boxed up. And it obviously happened inside of the school. So they went and they confronted the school because no punishment was doled out to the youths that was seen on video assaulting the other youth. No charges were pressed. Nobody got written up for it. Nothing. It turns out, this is the latest report. It says, Jamaica College says, following their investigations, it has learned that the now viral incident that is seen on video where a student is slapping his schoolmate stemmed from a disagreement with stolen items. And in a statement, the JC Board of Management said that the primary student involved in the video was interviewed in the presence of their parents, and they all signed statements as well. Those statements were secured. The student that is seen in that video being physically assaulted, the victim, he admitted in writing that about 2 weeks ago, he stole certain items or took certain items that did not belong to him from those guys who were assaulting him in the video. What did he take? These items included a jacket, a pair of glasses, and a sum of money. The statement said that when initially they were questioned about the missing items, when they initially asked him, yo, your thief with jacket on with money with something them, and he said, me? No, sir. He didn't tell the truth. In the days that followed, he actually ended up returning a portion of the money that was stolen, and he took back some of the items to them, but he failed to make full restitution, and he missed several agreed upon deadlines to do so. So the youth them never want to beat him up. Them did I try work it out with him. Say, you're going to bring back the money, you're going to bring back the jacket and bring back the other stuff them with your teeth. And he said, yes, he will. And he hasn't brought back everything yet. He has only brought back some. The aggravated student subsequently confronted him on school grounds and demanded the outstanding balance. The physical altercation that was captured on the video then occurred at that point. The board described that incident, which involves two boys slapping another youngster in the face, one with the palm of his hand and the other using a belt. It is deeply disturbing. Acknowledging that it has been aware of the video since approximately 8 a.m. on Saturday, JC said that the school regards the behavior depicted as a reprehensible and unacceptable behavior and condemns it in the strongest possible terms. It also notes that by Sunday, it had identified the boys that were pictured and they had secured an initial, though unverified, impressions of what had transpired. The school says that all the students who are involved will now appear before Jamaica College's disciplinary committee for appropriate actions in accordance with the school's established procedures. And Jamaica College said that it remains fully and unequivocally committed to the safety and well-being of every student in its care and to fair and thorough investigation of all students. All right. Sometimes you see video and you don't know what going on. That's why you're up and past judgment. Going to school in Jamaica, so you don't teach people things. Jamaican society is like this. You teach people things, man, we beat you up for it. That is what happened according to the school investigation. They've already contacted all the parents. They've already interviewed all the students. They have in writing the student admitting to stealing the items he stole, and in writing how much he brought back and how much he has not brought back yet. That to me is internal affairs and students working out their own. Nobody never gets stabbed up. Nobody never bring gun come school and shoot him. The youth drape him get some bucks. Him shouldn't thief in the first place. I mean, if we want to be real, they didn't do anything to him that Miss Ruby and Mas Clevey would not have done to me. Right? The box in her face there, me I get that. Thief people things, I embarrass them, I would have get the box in her face part. That whipping with the belt, I would have got that too, and even more severe than that. So I don't have a problem with it now that I know the whole outcome or the whole story behind it. Right? Somebody have to beat it out of you, man. Somebody have to beat it. Listen to me. Me thief one time when me there at Jamaica, right? Mas Clevey was building the chicken house because Mas Clevey them used to do commercial farming. So at one point we had about 500 chickens at the yard. And Mas Clevey put on a stack of money, And the day a truck was coming to drop off mall, so them can mix mortar and cement and make up the place with the block. Them are coming and all these things and steel. The truck is coming to drop off all these things. Now me see the stack of money on my way to school in the morning. That time I was attending Knox Prep. Me just grab the money like this. Me couldn't even palm my hand around the money, how much money it was. And it didn't have one rubber band around it, one elastic. And me just grab the money, and stuff it in my pocket and walk out of the house. Me there Sparlings, I buy everybody patty and cocoa bread, and me I buy everybody box juice, and me I tell people to pick what you want, and me I realize that the money not done in. So me I say, what heap of money this? And it's not like I was stupid, it's not like I was slow, but some children really don't understand the value, like how far a dollar should go kind of thing. And I think I was at that age where I didn't really understand how far. Me did think say I like a party money me take up, right? Of course, when me there at school, the truck come and the mall for drop, the steel and the block them for drop, and them couldn't do it. Cut to the end of this. Mas Clevey, the man here beat me so bad, you see? You see, when Miss Ruby came in, because she wasn't there, when this woman come and see me, she dropped down, ball on the floor, because of how badly I got beaten. And I thought I was going to die. And I was a little kid. And I thought I was going to die. When me get beat, like me I try block the beating. And to how my finger them swell up, I couldn't close my hand like this because my finger them swell up fat from the beating. My grandfather thing was this. People are going to kill you out a road if you thief like this. So that beating here, I got to stay with you for the rest of your life so you don't go nowhere and thief people things. It was a harsh lesson. It was a harsh lesson that I don't even hold against him. Fast forward to when we move come to America now. Remember me telling you how my friend going at the Winn-Dixie, which I ended up working at, my first job, but this is before we even start work there. Remember me telling you how him did I try to teach me how to thief? I remember how me going at the store and him take out and gone through the door And me there with the Snicker bar, and the Snicker bar melted in my pocket, and me walk around the store till me scrape it back out of my pocket and throw it in a shelf. Remember that? It's because of the ass whipping when Master Cleavy give me. That made me never become no thief. And when I was walking around in the store with that Snicker bar, and I tell myself, but make me start from small with just a candy. This is a chocolate bar, right? That me can graduate from this. Something about walking around in that store. I was reminiscing on that ass whipping. The man here beat me like that because he never want me become no thief out here. So police can haul and pull me or even kill me and say I was caught up in stuff, so them justified in killing me. Or people run me down and kill me because I turn thief. Because where I come from in Jamaica, that's how we grew up. Anybody who come in a which part me live, in my community, you have to lucky and skill to make it out of that. Back in them time there, if you was a thief. Because every man around there so much shit sharpen. And it's a farming community. All one of them had to do was ball. Thief! Thief! I dead, you're dead, you know. I see them whole people in there so and beat them till foot broke, hand broke, teeth lick out. You ever see a thief a beg for police come pick him up? You're supposed to be running from the police. You're begging for the police to come pick you up. Them place there in a Clarendon is like that to this very day. And my grandfather knew what he was beating me for. Because him was a part of giving out them the beating there to people who come thief in our community before. And he just never wanted to see me like that. So I said the video with the youth and I beat them classmate. And I say, him deserve a lesson. Him deserve a lesson. Somebody now beat him when him thief. Him probably parents don't know say him is a thief. But his peers will get him in line. And his peers are getting him in line. Them never kill him. And it wasn't malicious because they weren't picking on him for no reason. So I'm not appalled by how they chose to deal with it. Sometimes we have to govern our own circles and community without bringing in outside help, police and this person and that person. And that is what happened right there. But on the other hand, I've seen videos now out of Jamaica where I say a youth, whole a school youth. And the kind of boxes, it was in a classroom. Y'all might have seen this video. It's probably about a week old now on Instagram. Him shot him some serious box. In box the little youth, backhand, back this way. And on that video, I left a comment, hashtag dirt. That's it. Hashtag dirt. When you see my picnic them, right? You can imagine Kai go school and people box him up like that. Me in here and Kaya do too much. And I say, hey boy, come here and grab him by his shirt like this and pull him. The little youth red. So I grab him and pull him by his shirt like this. The shirt left a mark, so. And the mark stayed there for days. And then we had to go to his doctor's appointment. And his doctor pays attention very well. His doctor is like, what is that? Where did you get that from on you? See, we live in a society where they will make stuff up and take where you picnic them from you, right? Right. But imagine me send Kai go school now, knowing say my picnic them not come up with no beating. And you decide say you are going to drape up my youth. Backhand him back, front and so on. Back so. Me will kill you, my youth. Me will kill you. Me are one of them parents that way I will find you after school. Me don't want to talk to nobody at your school. I don't care about anybody at your school because they're going to try to have me to deal with it how the school's supposed to deal with it and you pass that point. I'm trying to tell my Jamaicans, them, the young youth, them with their school and do them something. I can't them listen to it too, you know. Some of them. And if we can save 1 and 2 life, we save many. Now I try telling you this, right? Y'all only have not messed with the right ones yet. There are parents out here who will off you and your parents don't know what happened to you. So please don't think because you're a school picnic, nobody can murder your rotted because people will do it. You hear me? So teach your kids to leave people kids alone and you kids leave people picnic alone too. You're not a parent and you're not anybody's parent, I'm sure that your parents said you come to school can do. I don't care how storied your background is, your parents never send you come to school, come beat up other people picnic. Or something you take up on your head when you reach school. You might be having problems at home, but that's a different story to be dealt with. Don't come take it out on my picnic at school. Nobody can take you up on me picnic at school. I'm one of them parents that me will touch you in a real life. I mean, I don't care if nobody want to talk about, oh God, I want a little school youth, you know. Okay, my picnic a little school youth too. My picnic a little school youth too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The last one from KC, Kingston College, me not feel no way about that now that I know the story. But the other one, where the youth get beat up like that, and then you see, the other one after that now, where the youth a walk and the lady say, him just stab up the little youth, that's to kill him. I hate to not be politically correct because everybody wants you to be. But may I tell you right now, say, if I my youth that, and a school me send him go, I want people see my face, you know, and hear, you know, because me, I use this platform also for my own life. So me I put out my warning in a real life, you know, because I don't know which part my youth them are going to end up go to school. But me want you to see that face and hear the voice, and when the voice I say, I promise you, and I promise to God, your family I got ball, just like my family ball. I promise you this. I don't care about law, and I don't care about religion. If God about, God have to come talk to me after you gone. There will be no I forgive. And I'll repeat it again. The kind of behavior that is happening right now with the picnic them go to school and start argue over this one said that and then stab up the little youth because him says something where you don't like. I see him think we see play out the other day between two grown men because that's what our culture was promoting. If a boy says something where you don't like, you grab him and box him in his face, and if him try to fight your back, you stab him up and shot him, and it starts from then. And some of them youth here think it's okay. You haven't done it to the right person yet. When you do it to the right person, the country will know your name. Because your flip up now gonna be, your mashup now gonna be no regular mashup. It'll be a mashup that will be remembered. You know what I'm saying? It'll be a mashup that will be remembered. Real vengeance. I call myself karma. Because sometimes you have to be karma. Karma works through me. Sometimes I can't wait to see you get karma. So don't cross the line here like that. And I'm sure I'm not the only one out here that's like that. Some people talk it, but they won't do it. There are people out here who talk it, but they will walk it too. They'll walk it too. You know? What else I can say? Some of them youth here come from homes where their parents tell them everything right. Them parents provide good environment for them. Them still go outside of the house and go take up this bad man thing. I don't know what is our fascination with bad man culture, especially from young. And I don't want anybody to blame it on dance hall music, because I feel like dance hall music is like a reflection of our society, not the problem that's causing the problems in our society. You understand? It's a reflection of our society. It's like dancehall music is like the record that's being kept of what is actually happening. And there is glorification to it, but it's a record of what's happening. Another issue, that the core of the issue is government, parenting, homes, parenting and homes mainly. Parenting and homes mainly. Nobody else can raise your picnic but you. And you have to go raise them right. And you're going to have to stand on business when it's required. You know? You can't be too busy. You can't be too busy. Right. See, that's the thing though. Roddy's daughter, them say, that's what people always say, right? Like, SouFLo, you're going to have to remember your other kids. My other kids will be all right. My other kids will be all right. I'm going to tell you like this too. I will be all right. My other kids will be all right, and I will be all right. But that picnic there, him won't be all right. And him family have a ball hard too. Yeah. There's certain things in life that you have to stand up for. All right. People love to talk about Jamaica, Christian country, and Bible and everything. I remember the Bible verse was said there's a time to kill. It tell you that, you know. There's a time to kill. Even though it said thou shalt not kill, it said there's a time to kill. There's a time to live and there's a time to die. So, me not go around nothing. You're just not going to get away with it though. And we need to have consequences where the youth them start to realize. I'll give you an example. I see a brother up on the train. Y'all might have seen this video. It's a video from back in some time. A brother that was on the train and he was coming home from work on the train. You know, train pack. A woman and her husband was on the train. And the woman I think she started arguing with the guy on the train. So the guy kept he kept talking around the woman like this and talking to the man that she was with. And he said, hey man, you better get her. Because she up in her man face now, you know, and go touch him like this. And the man back up and looked at the man to man. He said, I don't hit women, but you better get her. It got to the point where she spit on the man's face. The man said, you better get your bitch. Wipe off the woman, spit. And she spit again and box him. The man moved the woman out the way and broke her husband's jaw and beat his face in and said, I told you to get your bitch. I don't hit women, but you got to control your bitch. Kind of like the same thing with you and your fucking picnic them, pardon my language. I won't say it again, but it's kind of like the same thing with you and your wayward picnic them. Yeah, your wayward picnic them coming like some rabid mongrel loose dog where you're supposed to have on a leash, but you let them go. And them out here are bite up everybody else. Well, somebody are going to hold it and hang it. Or somebody are going to hold it and chop it up. And if them can't do that, them are going to catch you and broke up your hearted. That is why good parenting is required. Good parenting is required. Parents have to start being more responsible. Well, you know, me no know him out the road that doing on. No, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. When we grow up, you say, and we hear somebody say, I'm going to tell Mas Clevey, oh God. Now we turn to, me don't know him out the road that doing on, and I wasn't there. And cause one time people come tell them where you're picking out the road that do. You take a different kind of stance to it. You know what I'm saying? So again, governing, governance, parenting. Parents are going to have to be held responsible if this is going to stop. I can't take seeing one more picture of a next youth who gets stabbed up in a school and dead and all this. Please, I come from a generation where our uniform meant everything. We had so much pride in uniforms because we know so when you touch a road, everybody else has say, yeah, the knocks picking them that, you know, you see all them bush jacket clean and, you know, them navy blue pants, them, they see him stand up in it and all them look and thing. And the homewood picking them that, you know, you see how for them tie, look on them clothes and this and that, look on the comfort picking them, you know. Right? Now, in a school uniform, them there, I go on like say, I know school them one day. Well, if you look a rug rat down on their school, take him out of school, send him go a bush go farm, or send him go over which part man they will love fight and soon dead. Send him go over there, so, but don't put them around people's children for them to come traumatize people's picnic and end up and kill them. It won't be mine. It won't be mine, and if it is mine, your family are gonna cry too. And I promise you that. Your family is gonna cry too. And that's the stance that we all need to take on it. Since, remember me telling us, government can't do everything. And these are public schools, so that's government. Government can't do everything. One teacher in a classroom with 40, 50 people, poor teacher. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo,
Yeah, family.
we have a story.
Mm-hmm.
My first son
Mm-hmm.
was a lot like Kai.
Mm.
And he was quiet. Them call him nerd when he was a little boy in school.
Mm-hmm.
Him wear glasses, him quiet, him stay to himself. He was the type of child that was content playing by himself.
Seeing.
Him in him room, him have him Legos, everything is organized, him content by himself. Him go school, and the little boy them start pick on him after school. And because he's not aggressive, them gang up on him. So one day, we go pick him up at school. And me see them in front of the school, a gang up on him. And one of them did I get ready to lick him. And me walk up behind the little boy. And me whisper in his ears. And he say, if you lick him, me I go rip off your hand and beat you with it. Me I go rip off your arm and beat you with it.
Seeing.
Me say him frightened and them run. And from that time, them no bother him. One next time, him in a lunchroom. And them they behind him in a line. And me don't know where them a do to him. And Andrew couldn't take it no more. Andrew turned around and punched the boy right in his face. And them have to call me and them father to come at the school. And we deal with it. We apologize and everything. You see, when my husband gets in the car with my son, him give him a fist and tell him say,
good job.
Like a fist bump.
Yeah.
And tell him say, good job. You finally stand up for yourself. Them not gonna bother you no more.
Right.
Today is your treat, whatever you want. And after that, he was about 6 years old. After that, my husband put him in a martial arts class. And nobody ever bother him again.
Seeing. Yeah. So
Can
parents,
you see?
so parents have to stand up.
These little kids, some of these little kids, they're bullies at home.
Or they're
them bully them brother and sister and other people at home.
Or they're being bullied at home. They're being abused at home, and this are them outlet to take it out on somebody else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The boy will backs up the other child. I'm pretty sure him probably get backs up that way they too before.
Right. Right. Right.
Now go back in that chat.
All right, my friend. Murray, that's Murray's message 411 TV. Murray is absolutely right though. Because a lot of the kids them where you see come to school and come abuse people picnic, and that go on for them yard. The people drape them, fling them, beat them, them don't have nobody to take it out back pan. So them come school, come take it out for other people's children. Yeah. That's why I said parenting. Governing and parenting. Parenting that's the paramount, the utmost. That will determine what kind of children you're raising, how they're gonna fare in society, how how they will act with their peers or interact with their peers, etc., etc. You know, yeah. So that is that. I don't want to beat that topic no more to death. I don't want to talk about murder and a blood clot picnic to death because that come in my mind when me see what some of them youth here do to other people's children. You know, I treat them like they're men. They might have to start in the law charging them as adults and sending them. You want to fight? You beat up people, you come to school, gun finger out, go like you're a bad man, send them go on go lock them up with man who love fight. Make them get a taste of that. Maybe that will help. Maybe that will help. I don't wish bad for no child. I treat every child like they're my child because I'm a parent. So I wish the same things I wish for my kids, I wish it for everybody else's children. Why you picking them grow up, have long life and prosperity, your bloodline to continue on earth, and all these other things. We know so that's in a perfect world that's gonna happen for everybody. Because it's not. It's not. And you always are gonna have you ever see some of them parents here though? Have you all ever really seen some of these parents? Some of them parents here is the problem, you know. You ever see some of them parents? Sometimes when you see some of them parents here, you just want to fight the parent. Because you already know, say, that parent there frig up the little picnic like that. Why the picnic is acting like that in school. So for you see the parent, you just want to fight the parent right off the bat. You don't even want to have a conversation with the parent because you can't tell us somebody you can't have a conversation with. Stop frig up your picnic, them man. And then send them go frig up other people picnic. That's a big part of the problem. Yeah? All right. Moving right along and on to our last topic for the morning. We're going to mix two in one. One is I'm going to give you an update of the court dates that have been set for the Javi and Jeffrey situation. Remember yesterday we did get Javi's court date set. We didn't get Jeffrey court date. So we're going to finish up with that today, and then we're going to talk about the Jamaican Ego. So court dates are set for Jeffrey and Javi Ambassador in the Big Wall shooting case, the Jamaica Carnival party shooting incident. The next phase of the high-profile Big Wall shooting case is now in motion. This is according to the Jamaica Star this morning. Is now in motion with the court dates set for both the vlogger JD Jeffrey Richards and the music producer Javi Ambassador Morrison. Checks with the legal sources indicate that Richards, which is Jeffrey, he is scheduled to appear before the courts on Wednesday. Today is Tuesday, so Jeffrey go court tomorrow. While Morrison, who is Javi, he is set to appear before the courts Thursday of April 30th. That means Javi don't go to court till next week, Thursday, but Jeffrey go court tomorrow. So Jeffrey go court first. Both men were charged last Friday in connection with the shooting incident at the Big Wall after party, which left 3 persons injured. The police report that both men were at the event when an altercation developed, which we all hear about now, between them. And according to the police, during the incident, a firearm was reportedly brandished, and both men allegedly opened fire, resulting in Richards and another man being shot and injured. And both men were subsequently apprehended by the police, and 2 Glock 19 pistols were seized. Both Richards and the other man were taken to the hospital for treatment and later discharged. One to the man who fight for his life are in critical condition. Is he still in the hospital? Another thing is this. There was a report that said 3 persons were arrested, but the identity of the third individual is under wraps, has not been revealed. When I hear that, 3 persons were arrested in this. We know Sir Javi was arrested. We know Sir Jeffrey was arrested. Who are the third person? Because I can't be the one where in the hospital that is in critical condition. The third person that has been arrested, it can't be the one that is in the hospital in critical condition because they released his name and released his nickname as well. Then they said the third person identity is under wraps. I'm wondering why the third person identity is still concealed, and I'm wondering who that third person is. 2 Glock 19 pistols. Police carry the Glock 19 pistol. May I wonder if one of the people them who is arrested in this incident is a police officer. I'm just wondering, because I was thinking yesterday and I said, hold up. There's a report that said 3 men have been arrested so far. One of the reports said 3 men have been arrested so far. Walk with me. So I put the one-on-one together this morning and I said, hold on. The guy were in a critical condition, him not arrested, him in a hospital and get treatment. And they already gave his name. So how them I tell we say 3 arrested, but them tell we about 2, and then tell we say the third one, his identity has not been revealed, it's under wraps. That means it can't be the one who in a critical condition, because them already tell me who him is. He is a member of the 450 entourage, his name is XYZ, and his nickname is this. Very interesting. Very interesting. Here S Diva she now in here with our belly. But off topic, me say, me just make some stewed chicken with rice and smothered cabbage. Nice. You know they think with your belly. We are trying to figure out who the third person is. S Diva. Who is the third person? The story is getting more confusing, Kingston. I keep my eye them peeled because I want my ears open because I want to know who the third person is. Crystal G said she believes the third person is a police officer. So, if, hypothetically speaking, or just saying, because we don't know, if the third person is a police officer, would that mean, said the third person might be the owner of the gun that Jeffrey used? Remember, I know Jeffrey's story said a pull out the gun and him wrestle the gun away from the man and use him own gun upon him. Is this a gun that is not traceable? Remember I said this before? I said you're going to have to figure out if this is a gun that is not traceable. If the gun is traceable, it's going to trace back to somebody who owns it. If it's a licensed firearm, then was that person who owned it in that event there? Did they come there as a part of Jeffrey entourage or was a friend of his? What is this person's occupation? Who are they? Is it a police officer? Was that his service pistol, etc., etc.? The third person is a police whose gun the one who is in the hospital took off of the police waist. Me not believe that. Me not believe that one day. That version then not gonna work. How him figure take the gun off of the police waist and then try use the gun upon Jeffrey and then Jeffrey fight the gun out time and use it upon him. Me not believe that. There was no police around when the altercation happened. I run Jeffrey, run go to police. This is getting very sticky, very interesting. It's getting very interesting. As Diva, me say, or them not talk about the other man and word in the street that the gun where Jay did have supposedly belonged to a police. Here this I want to know about here they are dust off bunches same that they are dust off 2 party. SouFLo just told you. Carissa, you can't say you just told me, but I may not have to take what you told me, Carissa, because you weren't there. Or were you there? Were you there? That's interesting. I'm going to leave it right there. I'm not going to speculate any further. I will end this video by saying this though. The talk of the Jamaican ego. I will say this. How me put this now? I realized something. I realized that when you give some people ratings, they actually take it as like you are look at strength or you look in some friendship or a kinship or you are below them kind of thing. This is what I've realized with a lot of Jamaican people, especially those who have some level of popularity or fame. And I've noticed this over the years as I used to do reviews. And I was just doing reviews as a fan. I was just doing reviews as a fan of the music and a supporter of all the artists them. So anybody who drop a song where really did resonate with me would I run go do a review on it, right? Lila IK dropped a song about when I look back where I'm coming from. That song there. I do the review on that. I remember me do review on Highway, and I did review on a bunch of people over the years, right? Until I realized me start hear people are talking a certain kind of way. But this is not just to artists. This is pretty much to almost every one of them who have some level of popularity or a platform. I remember I did a review for a particular artist who is well famous. He was making his rounds back into reggae the other day after a long hiatus. And you would even call him reggae royalty at this point. I remember me the only person who do a review on a song when put out, and then me hear the man say, me know want some waste guy a critique my song. A pen and paper review me do, and then give my interpretation of what I get from the lyrics. And me hear me know want some waste guy a critique my song. And then him put it in our lyrics in our song. There's another artist out there who me say me go drop by and support them thing. And I got adverse reaction. Then there's another one who tell me to stop calling them name. And the list goes on. There's so many of them now that I've come into contact with. So I'm realizing that they all share this ego. They all share this ego. I got left with this morning. And I want to find the most diplomatic way to put this. Because I know that the world's small. And I know that eventually me and Uno are going to meet. I can't forget, my first lesson was, I was talking stuff about Morgan Heritage and one of their brothers, Peter. Was it Peter? And I was speaking to the child, the mother of his children, who was telling me he wasn't doing as his father, that this is Grammy-winning reggae royalty artist, and load it up on my channel, Them time there, looking back in hindsight now, you did new to YouTube, kind of like you never did know. You did just a run with story. So I remember doing the video, and a lot of people was on there. Yes, a workless boy them, and this, and the other, and I say any boy want to take care of them picnic, workless and blah, blah. And then I jumped on a flight, and I landed in Miami International Airport. I lie, I'm walking to Miami International Airport. I was about to go on a flight. And a flight came in. And the people that come off of the flight. And I sit down there and wait for board my plane. As me get up. I stand up. I don't remember if I was going to the bathroom or what. And walk right into the whole Morgan Heritage crew. Just as I just done the video like, I did the video like a day before. And I don't know if I remember the looks, they didn't say anything, but the looks were like, somebody looked like them would have want to do you something if them did that type for do you something. That was the looks. And that's the first time I said to myself, SouFLo, the world's small, bro. So you have to go be careful of how you do your stories, them, etc. So I started learning from early. Right? But I'm going to leave you with this today. This goes for everybody. When somebody give you accolades, big you up, shine a spotlight on what they think is your goodness or greatness, it doesn't mean that them are look a strength from you. It doesn't mean that they are below you. it no means that them a suffer and them want something from you. It just simply means that they probably see something that's worth bigging up over there. So me are gonna need me Jamaican them all across the board to let go off of your ego thing. You know, Jerome said, bro, take the big up, man. Come more time, me I try give you a big up, me I try shoot some accolades and make you know, say, you know, whole heap of people learn stuff from you or respect you for this and that. But the way you go on is like, you not even want anybody compliment you or big you up. And the reason for that is because I don't have an ego. Somebody told me a long time ago to kill your ego before your ego kill you. And I really spent a lot of years murdering my ego. So I don't have an ego. So when people approach me with that, any kind of thing we feel any way pedestal is like I'm as they're talking, I'm shrinking because I'm humbling me back as they are giving me any kind of compliment where I feel like I'm being exalted. You know what I'm saying? I'll never see myself as somebody above anybody else. And I don't care what life brings and where we end up a year from now, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years from now. I don't care how fortunes change. I don't care if me end up where some people see as way up here, so I will always still be right here, eye level with everybody else. And I don't need a bunch of people to humble me, to tell me that. Me humble myself daily to know that. You understand? A lot of us suffer from this ego thing. Remember one say, yo, me no want no man left no comment on my video, you know, bro. I be a girl alone, me want comment on my video. Some man move like fish. And this is an artist who does music. And the music when did put out never have nothing to do with it was just music and I thought it was good. And then when me realized I mean the humble man who did that make comment there. But you know what the funny thing is? The funny thing is I've been around enough to watch the same people go high and then dip so low that people have almost forgotten about them. Learn. So all that ego there, we are right pan, going up, it makes it harder when you have to take a few notches, come back down. Because you're looking at the same eye them again. You're going to see same people them again. And somebody are going to remind you, not me, because I'm not the type to say, I told you so. But I'll be here watching and smiling all along. Yeah? Me achieve great things and don't even know say me achieve great things because I not even tell myself say me achieve great things. Me just keep going. You understand? I don't stop and pat myself and worship me and I give praises to the Most High and me go. And just keep going. I will just keep going. And try to keep it like that and bury your rotted ego. You accomplish great things in life, good for you. And people are happy for you. Allow the people to be happy for you without thinking that your accomplishments made you somebody over them. Some people are going to make it before you, that's all. They only made it before you, that's all. And not like say you not going to make it to, you know. And it's not like say you not going to even make it further than them, you know. Them just make it before you. And those of you who have made it, kill that ego. Kill that ego and stop believing nobody else can make it up here, so you there. We're going to let you know with that. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. All right, we can vibe and reason and talk and laugh and all these kind of things and share. Shout out to my grandmother and my grandfather, real good people. Miss Ruby said be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. I keep her right here. Mas Clevey right there, so. Mas Clevey said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare life. We don't control this, friend. The Almighty Creator does. So if you're blessed enough to be spared to see more days, then we'll meet again then. Walk good. I'm out.